Previously on Eve of Ruin, the party, attempting to make their way out of the Shadowfell, enlisted the help of a vampire to find a portal out. They then proceeded to do a light bit of grave robbing and murder of the buried. Remurder? I don't know. And then they fought with the door for a while. And here we are. Um but yeah, you had just got the door open, and I'll read the description again. On the far side of this room rests a stone coffin. Between the door and the coffin, the floor is studded with sharp metal blades. A person-shaped figure with elongated arms lurks near the coffin. And I think we're gonna roll initiative to start this off.
You're gonna go, Zineb, you're gonna try talking to her?
I have advantage!
I mean, you can no one has tried. The door just opened. You can try talking on your turn.
I don't feel like that's gonna be a good idea.
Oh, I think it's a great idea. You should do it, Veet.
Why did that not add to the turn order? But Vink, if you want to try talking, it is your turn first.
Then meet first?
Makes sense. You open the door.
I will move back. Away from all that shit. And I'm just gonna flung a firebolt to start.
So much for talking.
Is that a hit or a miss?
That is a miss.
Then that is all I can do for now.
Is this spikes?
I think Aiden goes first. It's the floor is studded with sharp metal blades. Aiden. Oh yeah, you're right, cleric dude. Let's get Eldon.
Eldath.
And yeah, Avery is text only.
Vent, what's back there?
I mean, me can
I
probably
can't,
see in there.
The creature. I can only see to there.
I'll say you just saw Vent backpedaling as soon as you heard the door open, and you watched him fling a firebolt through the door.
Not good, not good, not good.
Yo, look at those jets of flame.
That's sick.
Oh no, you're dying.
Start exploding from blood.
Why is it just staying on?
Is it stayed on for you?
Oh, is it not? Is it not supposed to be?
No. It's a one and done.
Oh, refresh.
I mean, it's been cycling through multiple different things.
No, there's just a constant blood explosion on Vent.
Oh, no, that is not there for me.
I'm not seeing that either.
Refreshing got rid of it.
A little firework. I'm sorry.
They just look at you. Almost like... Yeah, they just stare at you as you ask the question. Head kind of kicks to the side. It seems like they heard you. They do that thing like dogs do, where they just kind of tilt their head to the side as they stare at you.
Not really understanding. Okay.
Okay, but you're staying there in the door, or are you? Okay. Friedrich.
Okay.
So you're holding your action to attack if they attack. Okay.
I see that oogly lady. I'm gonna just try and get up in here.
Which triggers their thing,
Uh-oh.
which triggers Aiden's thing. Does a 19 hit Friedrich?
Yes.
Friedrich, you watch as their arm as they throw their arm, and it just harpoons into you.
Oh my god.
As you are grappled.
I take damage.
Yeah, that hits. You do, yes. You take 19 points of piercing damage.
Ah.
As they get shot and take 3.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
You set your health to 19 instead of subtracting 19.
What was it at 89, right?
It was at 89, I think.
Okay. Minus 19. There we
For a second, Friedrich looks like he's dying. But then he's fine. You do have the rest of your turn, just no more movement.
You know. No, you know. If you know, you know. This would have been useful earlier, but I'm gonna... I don't know. Just in case I get like pulled in or something, I'm gonna cast Quen. I really gotta update these. What does the
Should be
newer
by
one
2
do?
right now.
Yeah, so it's gonna boost my thing by 2. Yep. Yeah.
It is still concentration on the upgraded
Yes,
one, right?
Yes, it doesn't.
Yep.
The concentration doesn't go away.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn. Yeah.
Alright. Her turn. She'll begin pulling you in. Through the blade floor. 10 feet. as Friedrich takes 16 points of damage as his legs get cut repeatedly by the blades. And she'll move to where she's standing on top of the coffin. Eldon.
Sorry, how much damage was that again?
16.
16. Okay.
Eldon will poke his head around the corner. Can you see? Okay. And, oh, Sacred Flamer.
I would like it if he didn't end his turn right in front of me.
He's not dumb.
So we need 10 feet. Running start.
And he will. So he was here, so that's. He can get to there. Eve.
Bonus action rage.
Okay.
10 feet here.
Which beast thing?
Claws. Going full
Okay.
Wolverine on this one. And then I'm gonna jump. I can jump.
What's your strength score?
20. I can jump 20 feet.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. You'll end in the last air
Can
space
I
of the
try to
spikes.
land on the arm that's grappled Friedrich?
You can certainly try.
Alright, I'm gonna try that.
I will say that it's like a tightrope kind of thing. It's more acrobatics than athletics. So it'll be an acrobatics check. Okay. Yeah, I'll say you managed to do it. Because you rolled one below what I thought it would be. You managed to do it and get here. You will take half damage from that last space of spikes.
That's fine. I resisted anyways, unless it's unresistible.
Yep. So you like kind of swing off of it and get up there. You take 4 reduced to 2, and then you're raging, so reduced to 1.
Okay. Alright, and now I'm gonna go to fucking town. Reckless, because why not? Claws. Slash.
Yeah, those all hit.
Is that doing? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's doing brutal critical. That's good.
10, 13, and 9. Yeah. You lay 32 damage into her. Not looking good.
Okay, I'll
Not bloodied, but
I'll slide around just so people have a better view, and the music has turned aggressive. It's gone
okay.
to doom.
Okay, I will say, entering this room, something you've kind of noticed in the back of your head, Maeve, but it's even more pronounced here, is you can't hear the great song. Or however you called it.
Great song. What?
You'd said something about being connected to the Silophere song thing before.
Oh.
I don't
He
remember
has no
what you called it
presence
exactly.
here. Oh no.
Yeah. Also, you see that there is a lever low on the wall behind the coffin here. Now that you move to the side.
Because he did look at that. I don't care.
Vint?
Excuse me. I guess we're gonna come in here to fight. I don't have that much, like I mentioned before, that is single target. I do have a couple things. But how's Kenku looking right now? Are you on health, Kenku?
He's not bloodied. But he's definitely damaged.
So you're okay for now, yeah?
Dylan?
There's no answer. He's dead.
He's dead, Jim. Wesker,
Well,
speak to us.
since there is no answer, I'm going to fuck. Should have picked more single targets. This is difficult. But fuck. No.
General Seduce
I'm going to. I'm just going to Melf's meteors.
Okay.
I'm gonna go throw two of them a little bit higher because I don't want to damage the casket. Try to hit it right above where the creature is, and hit it as well. With a 1 and a 2. That's a very low roll. Fuck.
So it makes 2 dex saves.
What your problem is you're using Melf's minute meteors. You got to be using Melf's massive meteors if you really want them to hit.
Oh, later I'll get those too.
It does succeed on both, but so that's half damage. Probably
Okay.
fire, bludgeoning, or something.
That's very low damage. Very low shitty roll.
Fire. Oh shit. Neve.
Yes.
She actually took a bit less damage than you thought she would have
Oh,
when you attacked.
my damage is magical.
Doesn't matter.
Oh no!
Did take full fire damage other than succeeding on the dodge. Aiden. How far is the rabbit hop? Yeah. So you'd also be ending in the last spot of the.
Yeah, it's 25 feet, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you'd take some damage from the last blades. If you're doing that. Okay. You take 5 points of slashing. You would also see behind the coffin a lever on the wall. Like, for trying to figure out what the lever does, you mean? It would be an investigation, and it would be your action if you want to try to figure out what it does. I think just pulling a lever is a free interaction, but it would probably take an action to figure out what it does. Okay. The second one will hit. And takes as much damage as you would expect.
Wait, this. My claws do slashing. Why does that sword do slashing?
Because she's resistant to mushrooms.
Yeah, it's the mushrooms.
Yeah, so Aiden runs in, hops most of the way across like Meave did, carrying the torch, making it, right, yeah, because Aiden had the torch because the only one that couldn't see in the dark.
What's the light?
I like to imagine Aiden just like holding the torch in the mouth while swinging the sword. But that'll bring us to Friedrich.
Do I have movement?
You're grappled, so I think grappled makes your speed 0.
Grapple
Yes.
does make your speed 0.
Damn it! All right.
Throw a pebble at it.
I'm gonna do the empowered axie, which is I'm just gonna copy paste it. Oh, I can't copy paste it. Hold on, where is it? I just closed it like an idiot. I'm sorry. Wait. No. No, did I just remove it from my sheet? Oh my god.
Skill issue.
No, wait a second. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, but he is still grappled.
This is
The arm is stabbed into him.
potion brewing, right? Bomb crafting. Oh, no, I didn't remove it from my sheet. Okay. I closed it. I just overlooked it. Big stupid. Alright. Axing. There we go. No. Don't do that. There we go. Copy. Paste. And I'm going to command it to release me. And I think my save is still like a 14 or something. Let me go check.
They rolled a 17. Did you say it is still 14?
Fuck, yeah, it's a 14. Alright, then I'm going to bonus action. Do I have any more potions? I don't think I do. Yeah, I think I used both of my swallows. Yeah. That's it for me.
Y'all just took a short rest.
Oh, okay,
before-
never mind. So then I do.
before-
Alright, so it's 3d6 plus my con. I'll drink it. I'll drink a swalla. Not great. Plus con is 4. Okay, 10. I'll take that. And that's my turn.
The creature's turn. I need Aiden and Meave to make wisdom saves.
Should have been advantage, but 10.
Both are very good at it. +1, +2.
As you both feel intense loneliness washing into you, Aiden, you're able to shake it off. Meave, being disconnected from the song, you are not. As Meave, you take 14 psychic damage.
Ow, barbarian brain hurt.
It will then throw its other arm into Aiden.
Thank you for not targeting me.
Which is a 24 to hit. Looking before she throws the arm, she looks around and sees all the people, and throws this arm much more confidently than the one that was thrown at Friedrich. Does a shield bring you above 24? Or 224 even.
25.
Okay. And then I need each creature grapple. I need Friedrich to make a wisdom saving throw.
Take a little.
Got you. I'm
No.
no.
Gotta love stat blocks that don't auto roll the attacks. You take 9 psychic damage and are pulled all the way up to her. Which would be 10 more feet of blades.
Second damage.
And 13 slashing.
13.
Eldon shield. Yeah, you would be well. Is your sword 2-hand or is it 1-hand? That's true. Yeah, you want to have your shield. Which means you were hit, which means you are grappled, and you take 20 piercing damage. And you need to make that same wisdom save that Friedrich made. Because it's every creature grappled by it. You take half damage. So you would have taken 4 psychic. Eldon. It's not a spiritual weapon. It went invisible for some reason. Yeah, his spiritual weapon no clipped out of existence. Okay. I guess we just don't get to use the candle. We'll put the hand down again. Apparently the candle art I found doesn't work. And the spiritual weapon misses. Let's go. So Sacred Flame is his action. She takes 7 points of radiant and is now bloodied. Meave.
No reckless, but still advantage is flanking. Actually, just for fun, free action, flip the lever.
Hey, all the blades sink into the floor.
That would have been better earlier. Slash.
They all hit.
I imagine he just accidentally flips the lever while just attacking.
And they all do full damage this time. They do as much damage as me would have expected beforehand. Probably more damage than you would expect, since last time it did less.
Ah, now it's cutting. What the hell?
And is critical. Do you have a bonus,
Oh,
Neve?
bonus action. Oh, actually, this is not a bonus action, but I want them to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 18.
Passes, it does, unfortunately. Nothing happens.
Okay. Vent, the blades are gone. I do not have a map change to reflect that.
Good. I'll stay here though, because they might come back. And since I already got the spell open and the creature is looking very, very poor, I'll just fling 2 more right above it. Much better rolls.
I would say you're gonna have to get either Neve or Aiden in this as well. You can pick
I'm
which
flinging
one.
above it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the creature's super tall. They're gonna be in the radius as well. It's like a circle.
Sorry, Neve.
Being is far healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neve is the correct choice. The objectively correct choice. It's a 3 and a 17. Both fail.
Oh, I gotta make saves. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, two deck saves.
Hopefully at advantage.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter. Roll like this.
Oh. All 4 saves for those 2 fail between the
So,
creature and me.
big 17 damage.
Yeah, 17 fire.
Meeve's head snaps in your direction. You just see the 2 glowing, burning eyes glare at you.
I turn around and I'm just looking at the ground. Like I didn't do it. End of turn.
Okay. Aiden. You are grappled. If you want to get out of that, that will be an action. Okay, attacking. The second one hits. The second one just hits. Okay. The creature looks really bad.
Friedrich.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you had a bonus, Aiden. Sorry, Dylan.
No, it's all good.
Drinking a potion. Okay. Alright, Friedrich.
All right. The silver sword in hand. I'm going for it.
That hits. How does Friedrich want to do this?
I imagine he like if like the hand was like impaled into his shoulder, he just like grabs it with his teeth and pulls it out and then just swings and like decapitates her.
Very good. As the creature collapses on top of the coffin.
Meave charges at Vent. And is about to strike and then realizes what they're doing and stops. And then just kind
Yeah.
of
The red fades just in time
Meave just kind
from
of
Neve's vision.
walks off
They cast banishment on this.
and just kind of looks down in shame.
It seems that the Dolendars were not all corrupted into the same types of creature.
They seem pretty similar.
No, not exactly the same anyway.
Plus, what do we do now?
I don't know. I don't see any way out of here.
Me will just fling open the coffin.
Yeah, you not even me so strong, doesn't even push the body off of it, flips the lid up with the body still on top. Um, the bottom of the coffin is missing, replaced by a swirling vortex.
I think that's where we go.
Hmm.
The you tap the floor, the blades do not come back out.
What do we just jump in there? That seems like a bad idea.
That does indeed look like a crevice of dusk from how they were described to me. Never personally seen one. Not a stable one anyway.
We've just kind of leans over the edge of it and kind of pokes it with her finger.
Like poking the vortex
Yeah,
or
poking the vortex.
Get sucked in.
make a strength saving throw, Meave,
I'm not raging anymore.
which is not advantage because rage is over. Meave is pulled in and disappears.
It seems like the choice was made for us.
I'm gonna put Beck back down just so he can see.
I can still see through Avery.
Uh, Aiden watches their friend be sucked into a swirling vortex, and you just jump in. Sword out, also gone.
Now I can't see.
No shit.
I'll put y'all over here, but
Oh shit, indeed.
Oh,
if you watched all,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
oh, good. No,
You
go ahead.
I was gonna say, fuck it, I jump in.
You're not even gonna say I
You,
hate Portos?
that you
No, not
watch
this
all
time.
of your friends just get disappeared by a swirling vortex. Would you also jump off the cliff?
I bring out the head for a second. So what do you think? Should we do it? Or do you think they're all dead by now?
50-50, but I guess it's a quick way to go at least.
There might be other
If I
ways.
see you again, I guess that means you survived.
Well, we might see each other anyways, you know, and I just pull like the color. All right then. I just stick a
Elven
finger
roll.
in it.
Make a strength save.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna roll a natural 20. I do not.
As you all find yourself uh, inside of a tomb, inside of like a mausoleum. There would be several undecorated um tombs along the walls, and then a set of heavy doors at one end. Not particularly. It's pretty dusty. Um,
I guess I'm the first one there. I'll just slowly approach the doors to open them.
okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, as you're approaching the doors, me, if you hear a noise behind you,
Hmm?
and you whip around, thinking there's an attack, and it's Aiden,
Oh. Oh, good.
sword out.
You followed. I'm just gonna check to see where we are, and I open the door.
Okay. You are in the Pauper's graveyard in Neverwinter.
The fuck is that?
I mean, it's where you,
Oh, we're back here.
yeah.
I
I mean,
thought
different mausoleum.
I thought we would have been on the other side of the river, but okay.
And then the others would appear shortly behind. Me of looking at the top of the mausoleum as you turn around. The name on the mausoleum is faded to illegibility, but underneath it does say "Home again to rest forever."
It's got to be one of those metaphors.
Metaphor.
I'll. I guess I'll just wait for everyone to arrive before we head off for.
Yeah, everyone would be through.
All right. Yeah. Meeb's not a leader, so Meeb's just gonna stand by.
Any,
Oh, oh, and we're alive. Oh, I hope it was half expecting to be dead by now. Oh, everybody's here too. Quite reliable, these portals.
I
Wait, where are
disagree. I'm not a fan.
you have
yeah.
to don't like portals.
What the? You're back. You'd hear shouted from behind you as you're looking into the mausoleum. Meef.
Hmm. Turn around. How far away is he?
They would be probably a good 150 feet off.
Yeah, Meeb starts saying something, but then remembers that they're too far away to
Um, can Meave tell people apart, or do all softies look the
A
same to him?
lot of softies look the same. It's easy with Aiden because Aiden has fur. Um,
And big ears.
and then uh, Friedrich has two swords, and Vent has big hat. But beyond that, it's very difficult.
And
Okay.
big ears too.
I'll
Look,
say you at least recognize the clothes, like the you would recognize the clothes. They're wearing the same kind of look as the Doom guides
Mm.
that had led you into the graveyard.
All right, I'll just kind of think to everyone in range. We got some softies that look sort of familiar coming towards us.
sort of familiar.
I don't know. You all look the same.
Well, you're kind of right. We all do look
It
kind of the
was
same.
the one that actually led you in and was standing guard that you gave the rescued hostages to was Evander.
Imagine the little raptor. Aiden's little raptor is trotting along.
Yeah, the raptor runs up to you, Aiden. Toto.
Yeah, it's the Doom guy.
I feared you didn't make it out of there. No one's seen you since early yesterday.
It's kind of quick to just call someone dead, isn't it?
Well, after I returned with the guards, they went through the place and only found dead bodies of cultists
Well,
and
we
some strange creatures. No
we
sign of you.
we went to the other Neverwinter, the
Pardon?
dark one.
You do know what nighttime is, don't you?
No, it wasn't Neverwinter at night. It was shadows. It was
Yeah,
always night.
don't insult Meeve's intelligence like that. Come on.
Oh, you were in the Shadowfell.
This guy probably doesn't know that Meave is only 7 years old.
Or to be fair, for the first while of Meave's life, night didn't exist
No, not
because he
really.
was in space. It was always night.
Well, I for one regret not spending more time back there. Could you imagine all the things I could have found there? I just went straight back. That's too quick.
I mean, they did say it's not safe for the living.
I mean, he killed you guys and then brought you back, and then we would be safe. As a necromancer. Then again, I guess that would be a little too far.
From what the guards were saying, I'm sure the Lord Protector would be glad to know that you're back and to know what happened in there. I take it you must have killed all the cultists. They didn't find anyone else in there.
We didn't kill all of them. We got separated with four. We killed a few of them.
Yeah, you killed
Yeah,
one in the ritual chamber before being yanked off.
Yeah, either they were killed in the whatever happened when we were pulled to Shadow World, or
you know,
they left somehow.
maybe there are other exits from there. Can be teleported. That could be too. Well, either way, if you guys went down there and there's nothing else, I guess our job is done to a degree. Because I point to the guy, we brought the last one, the one that we didn't release before, of the four.
Yes.
And I forgot that y'all were supposed to have another vision when you came through the portal.
Oh no, Ratcon
So
time.
yeah, minor retcon. Like before, you are all alone, but seeing the same thing. You see vision of the same desiccated man with the glowing eye and glowing hand, working some kind of spell inside a cave that seems to be made of some kind of purple crystal. The vision grows hazy as he gets further away, and you're looking at the vision inside of a crystal ball. There are 3 people dressed in wizardly robes holding arcane focuses around the crystal ball. A bald man and 2 women.
Oh no.
The figure inside the crystal ball turns and looks directly at you before the vision fades. Yeah, it just hits on you. It took a minute. There was a lot of ping on the vision. Uh, and that's when you would have appeared in the um mausoleum.
Was the bald man the one that I'm thinking of? Do I recognize him?
Morty.
Or the other two at all?
Um, I would say the bald man you do recognize. But for the others, make me a history check. And this would only be uh
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, Vent, you can make a history check. And then
Candy.
because I'll say that Friedrich can make a history check as well.
Okay.
22.
Um,
History.
me, if you can make one, it'll be very difficult for you though. But there's not a real way that Aiden could know
11.
them. Yeah, Meave does not know. Friedrich does not know.
It was just more fleshies.
Vent, you recognize the bald man as perhaps the most famous mage from your homeworld, Mordenkainen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you do not recognize the woman with the long-haired woman, but there is something familiar about the other woman that is in purple robes,
Purple
but you can't
robes.
place it. Yes,
I know it is already.
there's something familiar there, but you can't place it.
Uh,
They look, I will say, for what you're thinking, they look decidedly human.
no. Okay.
They, they, they do not look fey or demonic,
That's good.
for if it's who I think you're thinking of.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
But yes, you uh yeah. But then talking to the man. So you managed to save all 4 of them. It's good news indeed. Want to again apologize that I didn't know they were using a cover within our ranks to carry out these abductions. I'd only been here a couple weeks, but I should have noticed something was wrong.
That just means that now you guys have to act twice as, well, perceptive from now on.
Indeed.
Now, can you get the fuck out of here? I'm starting to get shivers.
Yes, and the undead have been back within a bit with a vengeance since you've disappeared. He'll escort you out, keeping the undead at bay with his the symbol, the kill and bore symbol he was holding. Yeah, you're free and clear of the graveyard, and the air is no longer choked with ash.
Thank
And I can
Jeebus.
hear the song.
You can hear the song again, Maeve.
Yeah, Meeve's song that is constantly emitted just kind of shifts a bit and then goes to like a normal, like nice soft little tune.
But yeah, y'all are free to do whatever you wish to do in Neverwinter.
And you're going to the castle, right? To report.
Could do.
Should probably do.
Let's
Could
do it.
probably do.
Maeve sees a butterfly.
Oh! Starts wandering off.
Never see him again.
Because there goes Meave.
It strikes me now. He didn't see any butterflies in Evil Neverwinter. But yeah, y'all make your way to the castle.
Because we
We'll
would
use
also not
Toto as a
have seen
marker.
any fucking flowers back there.
Uh, there'd be very few flowers
Well,
and no mushrooms.
You think there'd be a lot of mushrooms in the Shadowlands?
And they gotta keep Silafear out somehow. Don't want to take the chance of accidentally bringing him in. No, there's probably mushrooms. But yeah,
Just the
you make your way
racist.
to the castle.
we make our way to the castle.
Yeah, you said you were going to the castle to report, right?
Yes.
To the castle! Mm.
Yes.
Brr.
I love the castle.
Hello, Mr. Neverwinter.
Hello, Mr. Nevermembers.
He would not be on the throne currently. And there'd be a lot of guards in here as well.
Look, he's standing
But
on top of the chandelier. What is he doing?
He's T-posing. He's trying to get the martyr skull.
he wants to swing from the chandelier. Look, he's rich enough. He can swing on a chandelier if he wants to.
Crazy, a little wacky.
Oh, you're all alive. I thought from the reports the guards gave. Well, tell me what actually happened.
Hmm. Well, we went to the Shadowfell for a spell, and then now we're back. Found our way back.
Well, why on earth would you go to that blasted place?
It wasn't by choice, I'll have you know. It was part of the ritual, I guess. We just kind of stopped it, and we ended up there.
I'd say Vic could make an Arcana check if he wants to see if he can figure out why it happened.
Sure, I shall do so. 20.
This man, so Arcana. Yeah, you
All the
think that
magics.
you think the high magic that they were channeling combined with when you disrupted it at a key point somehow combined with a weak spot between the two planes, um, causing you all to be shifted over.
It is quite odd that just we got sent in there and none of them did. But you know, Shit happens. Unlucky, I guess.
How did we end up in coffins?
But that
Individual
too.
coffins.
That is also pretty. You know, it might be something to do with the way that we came back, right? We went to the coffin. Maybe that's how they, the little pockets of teleportation appear. Something like significant to the undead or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it was just by design of some kind of funny god or entity that saw it. I don't know. Maybe they have a good sense of humor.
Also, we saw visions.
Did see
Like
some
your
visions.
smoke creature you saw when you first came to help.
Bit different, but similar. Yes, we saw the eye. He was doing something, and then the second one, he was doing more things in a ball with three softies around it. One had no hair, another had long hair, and the other was purple.
Yeah, one. Well, Mordenkainen wears like purplish robes too, right?
Well, there was
Um,
two purple ones. One was bald, the other was not.
Yeah. The other one would have been wearing light blue. The other female
but I did
with white hair.
I did recognize the guy as he's a very prominent figure in magicking in general. I'm sure you know of more than Kanan, although I
I've
cannot just verify the veracity of this vision. That's what we saw.
I've met Mordenkainen on a couple occasions. He's not from this our world, as I know some of you said you weren't.
Yes, I think all of
Um,
us, in fact. None of us is from this place, as you call it.
are you asking that about Mordenkainen, Aiden? Um, Definitely not in Neverwinter, to my knowledge, but it's hard to say with mages of his caliber. They tend to just go where they please, much like the current warden of Waterdeep.
Well,
Don't
I
know
look
how
around.
busy.
Where's the elf guy? Is he around with us? Did he come with us?
Oh yeah. Eldon would have came with you. Uh, they don't have his token in an easy way to get.
But yeah,
But now what?
found everyone we were
Uh,
asked to find.
I You have Neverwinter's greatest thanks for once again helping us with these cult issues. Um, this time actually stopping the disappearances as well. Um, my roll 20 crashed.
Not any.
As as a token of the city's thanks. And he looks at me a bit unsure on this. Mm. I'm granting each of you a property of your own here within the city. Um, Already constructed house, if you wish, or looking at me if or no house on the land.
Um,
Um, But I have a team of uh construction workers that will adjust them to your liking. Somewhere to call your own here within the city.
That is very cool.
Can they make a cave?
I mean,
Does it
I'm sure there are a lot of caves around.
not so much within the city, but outside the city there are caves.
I would
Um,
disagree. We've been to a couple already.
those are catacombs.
Yeah. I mean, would you rather have me in them or cultists?
It's a good point.
Could
But most of them are
set up a
owned.
satellite circle in Neverwinter. Yeah, we're gonna need access to the Underdark, um, an above ground building to cover the entrance, um, no windows, and a clock to tell when it's day or night, so the Myconids can go outside safely.
How about, and
There
hear
you
me
go.
out on this, Mead, why don't
It's like,
you set up in whatever they like dispose of the garbage? You seem to enjoy the stuff.
Does Neverwinter have a dump?
I don't know.
I'll
They
be
have a
right back.
sewer
My
at
nephew
least.
just came in the room.
I, yeah, but I imagine it to be exposed to the open air and the sun. I don't like the sun.
Yeah, you raise a good point.
It's really bright.
You mean a carriage?
Someone's garage.
Garage.
So sorry about that.
What?
You are not forgiven.
That's fair. Fair and reasonable. Um, I suppose if you want all of your houses near each other, we could grant you the catacombs underneath the properties as opposed to a fourth property
uh, if at all
for me.
possible. I mean, for me, yes, but I would like somewhere more central to the city. I have plans.
If plans.
Yes.
Well, fortunately for you, and somewhat unfortunate for us, there is quite a surplus of property within the city still,
Sweet.
since its reconstruction. Um, I could. I'm gonna move y'all to the map. So what do you mean by central? Because like most of the important stuff is over on the
Yeah,
left.
central is where it's more centralized, right? This area is centralized, so around this
Yeah,
area.
I mean that's center of the city. I
But
just wanted to know if you meant center of
not.
that or like center of the important stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
travel between here and here is not really possible. You have to go out to the
It is
bridge
why
and
I'm
up.
like this area here is the
So yeah,
is more the
this area
centralized
is
area.
more central than anything.
God, there's so many lines.
Yeah. So like he could give you some houses over here or over here, either way.
Hmm.
Or way out here.
Where
But
was the
that's not
thing?
central.
Where was the thing of the where the whatever it's called, the fucking area of learning or whatever it was?
The House of Knowledge is this big building here.
Yeah, so around here, this would be great.
I mean, that's where the first catacomb was, right?
What do you mean?
Like around
I don't
here?
remember.
The
I
prequel catacomb?
Yeah.
That was down here.
I know
That
that
was
this one
like
here is
Oh,
down
okay.
here.
the
Okay.
this little blue X is the bakery. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
The big.
There is the House of Knowledge, but it takes up.
Nice.
It makes it where you can't see the map. So I'm putting that back on the GM layer.
So good. Yeah, around this area would be perfect.
And do you want? Yeah. Yeah. The blue
Because
X is where Umberto was taken. Um.
the blue X is where fucking the bakery was.
Okay. The red X is where Umberto was taken, which is right across the street from the. Um. But yeah, do you all want your houses there, or do y'all? Some of you want to be somewhere else.
I mean, the
Oh.
only way I can think of me wanting a place in Neverwinter is if their circle wants to set up like a, like a sub circle in Neverwinter to aid
That's
in
fair.
potential reconstruction of a spell jamming helm.
That's fair. But as it currently stands, unless Meave tries to negotiate for something else, you have a property in Neverwinter. You just don't know where yet.
Can I have that castle?
Like you're getting it whether you and
Yeah, yeah,
obviously if you try to negotiate, you're getting a property, whether you're gonna use it or not.
yeah. Can its existence just be like to be determined? Well, yeah, it will exist, but can its like location and stuff be like to be determined until like Meave can
Y-
commune with the circle?
Yeah, you'll take like an IOU.
Yeah.
IOU one property.
What is this one over here at the back of the city?
That is the Cloak Tower, which is uh is a wizard tower.
Oh,
Uh that was last occupied by orcs.
oh,
Yeah, it's a wizard tower that's very destroyed because that's where the orcs were when they took over the city.
gotcha.
Like the building is not destroyed, but the inside not great.
But the reason that I want a place around here, close to the House of Big Brain, is because I'm setting up shop.
You're gonna make the house a bigger brain.
No, I'm gonna make the House of Scrolls name pending.
Yeah. The House of Knowledge is like it's a library and a temple dogma. But yeah, so you'd set up. They'd give you one of the houses over in this area.
Yes, right in front of it. So they go in there, they read about a spell, they come outside, they see the scroll shop, and they come in to buy it. It's perfect.
I love scrolls.
I'll also, if you can wait here a minute, I've sent someone to inform those that you rescued. I believe they wanted to give you something in thanks as well.
You guys must really like undead. Fucking all around of those scripts.
Unfortunately, one of the things we're still trying to get rid of from the many tragedies that befell Neverwinter.
Well, I'm sure it's fixable somehow.
Just cast ceremony on everyone that dies.
Yeah.
I mean, that only stops them being raised for, what, a year?
Yep.
doing it every year, every day.
On everyone every year.
Just do what
That would get
Neverwinter does.
expensive.
They should just change it. They should set it up like they have the ceremony for when they die and get buried, and then after the years pass, they just cremate the bones. That would be you know done with the
Yeah, but
undead problem.
then the family can't doesn't have the idea of, oh, later on we'll just resurrect the guy.
You still could
We'll
do
get
that.
enough money just to pay him. And then you can true resurrect them, not regular resurrect.
Just leave one bone, and there you go to resurrect.
And that's true.
Like a finger.
Oh no, the funeral rite on ceremony only stops it for 7 days. You'd have to do it every 7 days to stop them being
That,
raised.
Does not
that's
work
a lot of
logistically.
fucking ceremonies.
And it's 25 GP of silver each casting. Which means, I mean, I guess Neverember could fund that for probably like 50 years for everyone. I don't know. We don't know how deep his pockets are.
The problem
No
here,
one's ever.
all that silver just disappears afterwards. It goes to the fucking whatever realm. Uh,
Yeah, the problem isn't how much the silver costs. It's that you run out of silver in the
yeah,
world.
it'll be a
25 GP
fucking
of
brain.
silver. It's 250 silver pieces. 20 silver pieces is a pound. You're doing 12 pounds of silver, 12 and a half pounds of silver every 7 days for every single person.
It's a lot of
Um,
silver.
but yeah, a short while later, two, they look kind of like squires, would come in the room holding carrying a large chest, or no, well, carrying a chest. And one would come up and whisper to the Lord Protector. Let me turn around. So, apparently the families of those you rescued are still celebrating with their returned loved ones. Um, However, they had already sent the gift over here. The price of silver would go up over time. I mean, that's true.
Does Mister
Eventually, you
account
only
for
need one
inflation?
gram.
If it's worth, you can just buy very little for that amount, and then
I
it would
mean,
be worth it, right?
the problem is that it doesn't. It only goes down to a point because at some point it's worth paying for teleportation to the plane of Earth to mine the silver, and there's infinite silver in the plane of Earth.
That is very
I don't think the
expensive.
Tao would let you do that though.
I mean, the dwarves already do it. There's some of the dwarf kingdoms that go and mine the elemental plane of Earth.
Yeah, the squats do it, and the tower are right with it because it serves the greater good.
But yeah, the families of those you've saved chipped in and got a gift for you. Um, and there is a chest full of 9,000 GP.
So much money.
Ooh.
Shiny discs.
All right,
Shiny flat
so
things that make Elminster happy.
everyone gets 2,000, and then we give the last 1,000 to me because I suffered some. No, I'm joking. I would actually reasonably say give it to Veent if he's going to use it to make spell scrolls.
Yes.
Yeah, Vent and Aiden have the most use for money, to be completely honest.
Meave has the least, but the money needs to go to the circle. We got dues to pay.
Yeah, you gotta chip into the Dale Lands Mutual Defense Fund.
You gotta make bank.
Um, so you did you clear out all the cultists? By the time the guards made it there was no one other than you. I mean, no one other than the dead. Um, but all that was in the what seemed to be a ritual chamber was one cultist and a few strange one-eyed creatures.
Hmm. Sounds like they
The-
escaped then.
Are those dead, the cultists and Savannite creatures?
They were, yes.
That was the last rooms that we had happened upon before our disappearance. We had not had the opportunity to slay them all, so quite convenient that they wound up dead. I wonder if it was a backlash from the mass teleportation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe
Well,
that's how we
he
ended
saw
up.
one cultist in there, is what he
Yeah,
said.
the one that Meave killed.
Well, you said the cultists
Yeah.
and then the creatures with the eyes, right? We didn't kill all the creatures with the eyes.
It would well, you didn't ask how many you saw,
That's true.
Um,
or he
maybe
didn't see them, but how many were reported?
maybe that's how we ended up in the coffins when we were unconscious with our vision. The cultists that came through the rift with us put us in the coffins and left us for dead.
Yeah, that could be the case.
And they got yoinked into another dimension or got disintegrated.
Well, regardless of where they may or may not be, it is simply fair to assume that they lived and are still on the loose. It's, safer that way.
Yes. Hopefully we can prevent them from setting up shop again.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't know.
The cultist opened up a place of business?
Yeah, Miv, they are in business. It's a business of death.
It was a very cool one. Nice for you.
That doesn't sound like the worst idea. I mean,
Okay,
death's
fine.
never going away. That's a lasting business.
Yeah.
That right there's job security.
I mean, death will go away if there's no more living things.
Nah, I mean,
But the dead
life
have to die eventually, yeah? Finds a way.
finds a way.
No,
I mean,
Mr.
that's
Never,
also true. The dead,
Mr.
you have killed the dead.
That is very true. Mr. Neverember, if I were to start a business, do I have to pay anything with this place that you've provided us?
Well,
Like,
it's zoned residential, so
yeah, I mean, nothing that a couple of
Can you
workers
get
can
a
fix.
mixed zoning house?
yeah.
I mean, it's
No,
right in front of the street. I can see how to
as
change it quite easily.
as long as it's not a business that is violating any of Neverwinter's laws,
Which would be.
you got to pay your taxes.
Taxes. Ah, those are awful.
I'm gonna be the first mage to start tax evading.
I'm sure
I mean,
you're not the first.
Yeah, there's no way.
Elminster totally tax evades.
Oh yeah.
Dylan, most of the taxes in Waterdeep that you'll have to pay, that Troll School had to pay, most of the taxes were implemented by Neverim.
Damn it.
He implemented them when the city had to be rebuilt after the spell plague.
I'm here after the good time. Just a little bit late.
But
No,
the
yeah, it's
the
just having a good
taxes
time.
are very low. We're trying to attract people back to the city since it's rebuilding.
No, that's good news.
Not like those high taxes over in Waterdeep.
Yeah, that place is the worst, right?
Say the place that you just came back from probably has it beat, but sure. No, Waterdeep is a good ally. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No.
Do you know of a place that would sell surplus? Might not be the right word, but monster parts, like for potion making.
Pots for potion making.
I'm sure
There's
we
a
can find
few,
a
like
few of that.
apothecaries in the lake in town. They might have what you need.
Okay, I will look into this.
There's also a group of monster hunters that has a lodge of sorts on the outskirts of town. I don't know if they sell the parts they get, though.
Would you say they are an association?
It's what they would say. I wouldn't.
Interesting.
How would they keep this going if they were not selling bits? Is it just like a group of friends?
Mostly getting paid to kill things that are bothering people.
Hmm. Sounds like a wasted opportunity to my eyes. They could be making a lot of money with that.
I mean, it's mostly orcs around here. Not many people want orc meat.
Yeah.
Or the
I
occasional
like.
giants.
Interesting. Well, when?
Most
Sorry, but when can we
but
expect to find these places? Are they already uh, ready to be redirected towards it, to us and put on our names?
yes, and the properties are already ready. They're already built. If you want things change with them, that'll obviously take some time. Um, but yes, they are where you can go to them now. And he will motion for another one of the assistants to come forward, and they would have 4 deeds. Well, 3 deeds and an IOU.
Never. Ember. I owe you house.
That sounds like you owe him the house.
Imagine owing someone as rich as never.
A lot of
Department
people
seems
do. That's why he's so rich.
not owing him a whole house though. He wouldn't need to borrow a house from someone. He's got like 20 of them. Man's got a house for every day of the 10-day.
All right, let's go.
Oh, you want one connected to the catacombs? Yeah, I'd say like it would have its own catacombs, not like if they're giving you a house, it would be one they've already fixed the holes to the holes between catacombs on, because it would be in a rebuild area. So it'd have like its own basement and possibly burial room if you want that. Uh, St. John Everton there.
As we're going back, me. What is exactly that your people are looking for? Are you trying to make Spelljammer?
Um. Well, as Mr. Nevermember said last time, we need a new spell jamming helm.
But you never had one before.
We didn't have one before. How did we fly in it?
Weren't y'all? Didn't we decide yours was controlled by the eldest?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Either we can wait for one of us to become big enough to just be the ship, or I need a spell jamming helm.
But most myconids do not live long enough to become big enough.
No, it takes.
Even growth circle.
Yeah.
Would I know about the spell beam?
The
It is-
spell does not exist because that is a bad 5e
Oh,
change.
is it?
They kept the lore of how hard they are to find. Okay, let me change that. Meave,
Mm-hmm.
you did space stuff, so you would have vague ideas here and shared circle knowledge. The There is a group that cornered the spell jamming market forever ago in every crystal sphere because they're the ones that make the spell jamming helms. You do not even trade spell jammers without them getting a cut.
So the spell doesn't exist, or rather, only they
Uh,
know it.
right. I would say the spell might exist, but it's not one you can just take as a
Okay.
regular spell.
Well, never mind me.
Yeah,
me. Sorry.
Neverember said something about the rock ball in the tiers. They build spell
The
jammers
rock
there.
ball.
Hmm.
But I don't know how to get there. Can't get there without a spell jammer.
Well, there might be other ways, but none that I would know right now as well. No, we'll find a way. Don't worry. I'm sure with enough time and research, we can do anything.
Yeah, I mean, just go steal the one that's stocked at Waterdeep.
If it's still there. We don't know where we are.
We
No.
don't know where we're.
I don't even know if that's canon
Yeah.
because if y'all fail, it might
Shit
not be.
happens if we fail.
But yeah, so what in general would each of y'all be doing? You've had these visions of things. You feel this strange connection to a dark power. Not one of the dark powers though, Friedrich.
Of course.
Um but you don't have any missions or anything. So this is kind of like a soft downtime
Yeah,
because you don't know how long.
Meave wouldn't go back home because it feels like he'd be called back like pretty quickly because something else will come up. But also don't know
And
how
also,
long it will be. Um,
I'll also say for me on that, you don't know if whatever connection you have might be a danger to bring back to the
yeah.
circle.
So I'll compose a letter, which is I don't know, singing mushroom that I can grow out of me. That I'll send on a caravan to the circle to let them know that I'm not coming back yet due to reasons
Okay.
and fill them in on what's going on. And I'll look
Okay.
to get to the rock ball in space here.
The rock ball of tears.
Yeah, the rock ball of tears in space. How get there? But in
I'd
song,
like
of
to imagine.
course.
Yeah, I like to imagine me just bursts into this library, the House of Knowledge, the House of Big Brain, the House of Knowledge, and just immediately, just telepathically or sporopathically to the person, I'll get to the rock ball in space.
Rock ball of tears in space. How?
How? How?
Do I have to go to tall mountain and jump?
Friedrich's gonna go with Aiden to go buy some stuff.
Okay.
I feel like Hat Man will take me to knowledge, so I'll follow him.
Hat Man will take me to knowledge. Love that.
Yeah, me. Look, my character used to be a noble, and to a degree. And while he's very easygoing right now, there are a lot of things that needs that require money. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up shop, even if it's just like for people that know about it. And the location is important because people that research magic go here, and I'm going to make magic uh, items. Well, scrolls specifically because I have the Master Scrivener, which halves the time that is already halved for scrolls, which is fucking great. So I'm gonna be
Multiclass
making a
into
lot of them.
artificer too, and then it halves it again.
Can you imagine? But then it would take a lot of levels to get there.
um, yeah, I'll also send half of my cut with the musical mushroom to the circle.
Hey, how much do you get?
I might need the other half.
It was 9,000. So
9
2,000
by
for
4?
everyone.
You also
yeah.
have the 2,200 you got in the from grave robbing.
Oh yeah, grave
It's
robs.
250, not 3,000. That would be 12,000 for that much.
He is correct.
Wait, so how much?
So
am I
y'all
at each?
between the two, y'all got that much money. And if you're splitting it evenly,
Uh,
you got that much money.
And then I have to divide that by
Ooh.
2. Okay, 1,400 to the circle, 1,400 for me.
that's a lot of money.
Okay, so for Vince's business thing, are you planning on just making a bunch of different kinds of scrolls and selling them, or are you planning on taking orders for scrolls?
Both. And if I don't have them, I'll buy them. And then I'll sell immediately. So I make the money back.
Okay. So
Then,
but it has the time. Does it reduce the cost as well?
do you want to use the Zenithers thing for scrolls? Yeah, it
Uh,
reduces both the
yeah.
gold and the time. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now you feel my pain when Anton tells me he can make a rare magic item in 2 days.
Because here's the thing, right? If someone wants a scroll and I can get that scroll from somewhere else, I can pick it up, copy, and make another one, uh, and sell it for the same price that I purchased it, while taking half of the price that I paid, oh, that I would have paid to make it, right? So it's always a
Right.
net positive when I'm crafting something, a scroll.
So you buy it, scribe it. Well, you buy it, copy it into your spell book.
Which he does for
Which
half the
is also
cost.
very, very, very
Which you do
fucking
for half the
fast.
cost, and then you make the spell scroll.
For half
So
the cost.
I think you have to. Yeah, I
Half the
think you have to
cost.
sell 2 to break even.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. So when the first one you haven't gained, but by the time you sell the second of a spell, you have.
Yes, but
That's wild.
I don't know how we're gonna do this, but yeah, that's what I'm planning to do.
It's a money making glitch.
Yeah, I
Kind
mean,
of.
I'll say it'll because if there are places for you to go buy the scrolls, there are obviously already established places. So it will take you a bit of time to like build your name up to be doing crazy business.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
the fact that you can do rush orders on scrolls, that will make a name
I mean,
for
Yeah.
yourself.
yeah. I mean that'll get it out there, and that's why he can. That's his advantage. But I mean, at first, it's going to be people are going to the place they actually know.
And that's why I have to set up right in front of here, because now I'm
Yeah.
gonna use fucking like illusion spells to make like big billboards and whatever.
Might be an NB violation.
Not if it's in my property.
Okay.
But yeah.
So Aiden is going to buy um what do you say? You're going to buy stuff to fix Toto. You're buying monster parts. Okay. So what kind of I'm assuming there's like a thing for fixing your creature. But what kind of monster parts are you looking for, Dylan?
Are you using
For
that
the
feature
time-
where you can make potions for half the cost so long as you have the ingredients for it?
Not currently. It's just it's trying to find a supplier for when I get the decongoctions, because I know that, like, it would be kind of ridiculous if I asked you to throw specific types of enemies at us so that I can make specific types of potions. So I'd rather just try and find someone that could supply me with those parts if it's not a frequent enemy type that we fight. Like, for example, I mean, this might be a bit of an assumption, but I'm assuming that we're going to be fighting a lot of undead. So,
I mean, I did add in that rule that lets you substitute the parts for 250 gold pieces if you're in a settlement.
yeah, but maybe I want to use my money for something else, huh? You ever think about that? No.
I mean, if you're finding a supplier, that implies you're going to pay them.
No, yeah, I am going to pay them.
Okay, but like, I don't know, is this real potions or is this something in the class? Like, what are you trying to find parts for, or what are you trying to find
He
someone that
doesn't
can
have
in
the
the future get you
feature
parts for?
yet for what he's looking for.
Yeah, I don't have the feature yet. That's why I'm just trying to see if these people
I thought
would
you were
have.
like gonna get stuff for
Right,
like normal potions, because you
but
can
I'm
do
I
trying to
that
mean,
find
for half price.
so I
I'm
guess
trying to
also
find
too,
who
if
you would need.
oh,
Like,
gotcha,
so,
gotcha, gotcha.
like, what kind of creatures do you need things from?
Oh, like any.
Creature type, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Anything
just it
but
goes by
humanoid.
creature type. Yeah, anything but humanoid.
Okay. Yeah, so like finding non-specific, I would say you would go and you'd make a what's a business check? Make an investigation check, I guess, as you go and talk to like the different people he mentioned.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it seems like you go out to the hunters commune, or as they call it, association. Uh, there's this young guy that leads it. And
You're fucking with me.
you go and you talk to him, and I don't think you're gonna beat the prices that he's saying that they'd charge you for parts.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, without talking about specific parts, I don't know what to tell you for a real price in
No, no,
game.
no. I get you.
But
I
like,
get you.
yeah, I mean, it's he drives a great bargain. Cloak of Flying is a cloaker, I think.
Yeah, just skin a cloaker. There you go, cloak of flying.
Skin them.
I mean, what they literally disguise themselves as cloaks and they fly. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, a cloaker gives you a cloak of displacement. Never mind.
And here I thought that would be a displacer beast.
You would think, wouldn't you?
It should. They do have a displacing
I think
cloak of displacement feature
I,
on them.
I think the displacer beast also gives you it. Let me find it. Yeah, the Displacer Beast also can give you it. Wings of flying. So first of all, a planetar. That sounds like a good thing to go. Oh, second of all, solar. A Deva, a planetar, a solar, or a wyvern. One of those things seems easier than the others.
I hear
The
that you are a
Planetar.
bunch down in down in Greenest.
Planetary and the solar sound like easy fights.
Yeah, the
I mean,
Wyvern's
Beck,
kind of
you
difficult to do poison.
could, Beck. You have to fight a level 22 bard to get them, though.
Oh no. Epic level Bree, that sounds terrifying. And it's the new bard. She has power word kill.
Yeah, and she's level 20. She's level 20. Can do it to two people at once.
We got the idea of a twin cast power word kill. Disgusting.
I mean, it's not even twinned. You get it for free at level 20. They just have to be within like 10 feet of each other. Um, I'll be honest with you, Vex. I'm gonna have to figure out what kind of startup costs that's gonna take you, and
Yeah,
I'll work that out between sessions if that's all right.
that sounds great. I also have no idea how that would work.
Yeah, I have a book for shops, but I don't think it works for. It doesn't work out very well for that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Um, like
needless to
readily
say,
just
though, next
out
time they
there.
would see me, I would be wearing some very nice clothes instead of my usual garbage.
I mean, the wyvern's probably your most likely, but even that, um, you'd probably have to. You'd hire someone to go kill a wyvern. They wouldn't just have wyvern wings in stock, probably.
Why not?
They rot.
Just a preserving.
No, they ain't got one. They
Damn.
do have this cool room of colding, though. They got the
Ooh.
idea from a cleric of Eldath. Or paladin of Eldath, something.
Yeah, he's a paladin.
A holy man of Eldath.
In the
Yeah, I mean,
mountains.
you could also go kill one yourself.
I'll be right back.
Wyverns are normally in mountains. There's also wyvern ranches down in the green fields. If you want to go kill someone's wyvern.
Or pay. You can buy one, I imagine, from there.
Yeah, but they don't raise them for slaughter. They train them.
I mean, the weaker ones they probably execute.
Yeah, but do you want weaker wings of flying?
I mean, if as long as the parts work, it's fine. Maybe its poison is just not as strong, but the wings are fine.
Yeah. You find one that's a little slow. You get wings of flying, but they give you 10 feet less fly speed. I mean, you can certainly try. They're not the safest of pets. But yeah, beyond shopping and the like, which is taking a day. Vince setting up a business. Meve is trying to
Rock ball tears, help!
trying to research in Meve's style rock ball tears, and not getting through to people great because they don't know what he's talking about.
The rock in the tears that spaceships.
What would the other two of you be doing medium term though? Medium to long term, as opposed to just because like the shopping stuff's basically the day.
Which one?
What other two?
Well, I said the two names of the people that already told me what they're doing. Vince setting up a business. Meave is researching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are the other two doing?
Mm.
Dylan?
Where is that
I think he
Kenku?
was
The
just
Kenku is
shopping for
gone.
parts, is what he was doing.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
said
it doesn't take too long,
that
right?
takes a day. This is basically downtime, is what I said. So like shopping is a day, if that. Meave, as you run into the House of Knowledge to start asking your questions. Uh, you hear whispering right behind you, and you whip around, and there's no one there.
Call out telepathically, I guess. Hello. Hello.
Uh, you would hear in your head, you would hear in your as a whisper, "I know who killed Old Man Jenkins."
Who's Old Man Jenkins?
There's no response. The only person you can see is there's a lady sitting at a desk about 40 feet away from you.
Deliberately
Looks like
40 feet
looks
away.
like a reception desk.
What's an Old Man Jenkins?
You ask that there, you move closer to the one person you can see.
Uh, where I am, yeah. It's clearly not
There's no
that woman
response.
because she's not responding. I guess I'll wander around the library looking for.
I mean, you're 30 feet away. She can't hear you.
Yeah,
She's 40 feet away. You only can talk 30.
yeah. But it's whispering from right behind me, so they got to be nearby.
Yeah. You wander around and you get to an area that there's more people. The whispering stops. Actually, I'll say when you get to the area there's more people and there's like multiple whispers, and then the whispering goes away.
Not here. Okay, back to quiet section.
Is there something I can help you with?
Um, someone
And the
whispered at me that they know who killed Old Man Jenkins. I don't know what an Old Man Jenkins is. Um, and I don't know who whispered it.
I don't think I remember anyone named. I don't think I know anyone named Jenkins that died recently. Uh, Meave. It sounds like a very similar voice to the one you heard whispering.
The person just speaking now?
Yeah,
The
the old
receptionist?
lady at the desk. Yeah, the lady at the desk.
It sounded like your voice, so
And I've been sitting here at the desk. I didn't whisper anything to you.
insight check. 9. I believe her.
She seems confused.
All right. Sorry. I guess I'll go back to looking at how to get to this ball.
Yes, this would have been right when you busted in the room that it happened into the building. So it was there. Um, trying to get to the rock ball.
The rock ball and tears that make spelljammers.
I'm back.
Come back.
Hmm.
Oh, you can. Do you mean the Rock of Brawl?
Oh, yes. How does one get there
Um,
without a
few
spell
people
jammer?
do now. You pretty much have to have a spelljammer or know a way to teleport to there.
Hmm. I don't. I can't do. I can't teleport, and I don't have a spell jammer anymore.
There was a spelljammer down in Waterdeep several years ago. I haven't heard much about it in a long time.
Hmm. I wonder if they let me borrow it. I guess Beef will send a letter to the city of Waterdeep asking if can borrow the spelljammer.
Is that how it's addressed to the city
To
of
city
Waterdeep?
of Waterdeep, yes. Actually, no. I'll ask the librarian. Who's in charge of Waterdeep?
Um, Open Lord Lady Laryl Silverhand.
Oh, Silverhand. I know her sister, or one of them. Um, well, I don't personally know her. My circle does. Um, I'll write up a letter to the lady Silverhand, and then I'll send it to you. B.
Okay,
That's what I'll be doing.
all right.
Notepad.
Um, that you're getting your stuff set up.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
B100 is
Yep.
higher or lower better?
Higher is better.
Well, it's just around average.
Yeah. Yeah. Business is starting to do good.
Sweet.
After just probably like a 10-day or so, um, you're starting to get a not a ton of customers, but a steady supply of customers.
Yeah, it's good. The thing about one
Um,
business like this is there's no real upkeep.
no, I mean there's just the taxes.
Yeah.
Um, However, Vint, as you are uh sleeping on several of the nights of the 10-day, you have this recurring dream of the cave of purple crystal that you had seen in your vision. And each night, there's just this radiating sense of power around you that seems to be stronger each time you have the dream. Um,
Hmm.
that is just it.
Does it become like unbearable, or is it just like something that happens?
I mean, it gets stronger each night. It's not unbearable,
Okay.
but like each of the nights that it happens, you wake up in a cold sweat. I mean, you still feel rested afterwards, but it's just a strange dream that keeps happening.
Oh shit.
Avery, I don't know how much it costs you to fix your dog, or if that's even if there's a set thing.
Technically, she can just do it with mending, and yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like a flavor
it's,
thing
it's
than
like
the.
Anton. It's like Zeus.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you get your stuff and you work on him. You do some tinkering on your secret project. Um, Friedrich, you got your supplier set up. Is there anything else you'd be doing? Because that would be like a day.
Yeah.
Finding it.
He would be well, first and foremost, I think the most important thing is that he would just go around and still within Neverwinter, seeing if there's any more information he could find on like the mists or like potentially another route home. Though what he would do is he would actually seek out, if he could, our interplanar travel friend that we rescued. Probably like a day or two later, just to give him time to like, have his time with his family so that he doesn't, like intrude on it immediately, and see if he could like more accurately, if not necessarily pinpoint, but like would be able to take him to, or find someone that would be able to take him to and back his home.
Okay. So I will say he was mostly outer planes, but he is probably the best lead you have.
Okay.
Um. All right. And then I will remind you that Eldon did offer to buy that book from you
Yeah, I'm gonna
when you're
mention it.
done with it.
Throughout these days, I would read it, and then when I was done with it, I would sell it to him.
Okay.
How much was it?
If you were selling it to him, he would offer you 500 gold for it.
Sounds good to me. Is there anything unknown that I would get from it?
Um, so I have to find the actual ways out of Carceri. Da, da, da.
Which sister? Damn it. Gotta go
Which one
I
that
gotta,
you know?
yeah, I gotta look up.
I think your circle knows Storm.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
And then also, well, the one that gave you the note was they gave you the letter originally was
Silune.
Silune.
Silune, yeah. How's your sister?
Uh, you would find that it sure doesn't actually tell me the ways to get out of Carceri. So that I'll do that between sessions as well. It tells you
Okay.
ways to get out of the prison plane of Carceri. Uh, I do not know them. I will get that between sessions.
Just so people can
Dear
read
Lady
it.
Silver Hands, that has been mooned on this place for over 5 years. Um, so as you're going to ask him, as you're searching out for Eldon a few days later, uh, Friedrich, you pass through the market on your way there, and you have a decent passive, right?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, you have a good passive. You see a guy just standing in front of one of the stalls that sells jewelry. He just grabs a necklace, two bracelets, and like a handful of rings, and just starts walking off. No one seems to notice. He didn't do it particularly stealthily either.
I'm good guy, but am I a good guy? Sure, he'll follow the dude.
Okay. He walks a little ways down, stops in front of a gym stall, grabs a ruby and pockets it, keeps walking.
I want to like catch up to him. Just put a hand on his shoulder, if I can, and just be like,
Yeah, he jumps when you put a hand on his shoulder.
"Listen, buddy, it's not good to steal. If you need money or something, I mean, you should just get a job. But if you can't, go put those back. I'll give you a little something, yeah?"
Someone in the middle of you saying this, someone at the fruit stall next to you is like, "Who are you talking to?" And the guy and the guy that you have the hand on the shoulder of just looks at you, horrified.
But I'm physically touching him, so he's there, yeah?
Yeah, you can see him clear as day. You're touching him. Doesn't seem to be a ghost.
It doesn't also seem to be invisible, right? Like it's not translucent or whatever.
No,
Yeah,
I mean you're looking at him, clear as day. Looks like a person. Uh, he drops the ruby to the ground and just starts running. Sir, you dropped your ruby. Also, why are you talking to no one about stealing?
You didn't see the man here? He just... That is weird. He's gonna pick up the ruby and not chase after the guy and just go... Well, actually, has he gotten far enough away to where I wouldn't be able to see him?
No, I mean, by the time you pick up the ruby, he's probably like 60 feet away.
Would I be able to just put it back on the counter that he took it from and then run after him?
Yeah, because you went up to him right after you went up and caught up with him right after he stole the ruby.
Alright, he'll put the ruby on the counter and just take off after this dude.
By the ruby sauce. What? You, what? Why did you have the ruby?
Somebody stole it. I put it back.
Okay, and then you take off running. The reverse thief. Uh, yeah, easy enough. You catch up with him.
um,
He like you watch him duck into an alley, and you find him in there, just standing there in the open, breathing heavy.
is it like a dead end alley, or is there like a way out for him?
I would have a way out at the far end, but like you're right up there near him. By the time he looks up and notices you,
Okay. Alright, look,
how,
man, you gotta put back what you stole.
how can you see me?
I don't know, you look as clear to me as anyone else that I've seen in the street all day. Although the one man at the stand commented something about why I was talking to myself.
He looks down at a ring that's on his finger. They told me this would work.
Well, I'm not your usual person. Unless you kind of like, he would indicate the cat-like eyes that he has, despite being a human. It could just be my mutations that allow me to see you. Otherwise, though, no one else seemed to notice you. So I guess it does work.
And I'll say as he reaches to take off the ring, kind of like frustrated, he disappears.
Wash.
And then he removes the. You see him reappear again as he takes the ring off.
So like he touches it to take it off, disappears, and then once it's off, he reappears.
No, like he starts reaching. He hasn't touched it yet when he disappears. He's like reaching his hand down there to take it off.
He's reaching. Reaching for his gun.
Shoot him. No. But when he takes it off, he does reappear.
Yeah.
Huh. When you went to reach for that, you were invisible to me for a moment.
Really? And he puts it back on and disappears. And then you hear footsteps fastly receding away.
Oh,
Is it
come
the
on,
warrior?
man. Don't bother. You know I can still see you.
Make an inception check.
Come on, roll fat. No.
Could roll really low for his insight.
No, you can't. As he fades out, as the noise of his footsteps fade out of earshot.
Just shoot him with the crossbow.
Oh, well, fuck, I tried. That was weird. Well, time to go find the elf.
Aiden, as you're out one day getting supplies for your tinkering,
It was a
you're
very unhinged yes.
Yes. You're walking out one evening, and up in the you just happen to look up in the sky, and the moon is where Saloon should be. The moon is instead pink.
Do we just have like the abilities of the Eye of
No one
Vecna
else
for
on the
some
street
reason?
seems to be paying any notice to this. I like a light pink. Think like a pastel. I'd say since your house is also near the bakery, you could go see if Vex. Yeah, you can make an Arcana. You'd also be near Vex's house since his house is like 2 doors down from yours. If you want to talk to him as well. No, you're fine. You have no idea why it would be like this. And as you're just staring up there, scratching your head, trying to figure it out, someone that's passing you on the street would be, "Aye, the moon's real beautiful tonight, isn't it? Or Saloon's real beautiful tonight, isn't it?" And yeah, sure, Vex. I'll say you happen to be looking out your window and seeing this as well, since you rolled the Arcana.
No, I'm rolling Arcana because copying spells from some of the scrolls that I already had.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes a Arcana check.
Yeah, but they were all pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but it's cool. It's neat though because if you roll bad, it can still be a spell. It's just a random spell.
Is it? I don't know
That's
about
one of the
that.
results. That's one of the results on the table.
accidentally scribe wish in after failing a level 1 spell.
Oh man, I wish I
I
had
think it has
got
to
that
be the
right,
same.
and then he does.
I think it has to be the same level.
Okay.
That's boring.
Yeah, he just like looks up,
Just make it
says
a
that
really
about the
low
moon
chance
being
for it to
beautiful,
wish.
and then doesn't spend any time really looking at it, just looks up at it quick. But yeah, that you hear a knocking on your door early in the night, late in the evening.
Yes, hello, who is it?
You open it thinking it's going to be a customer, and you see rabbit ears at your eye line.
Oh, it's been a while. Uh, well, hello, welcome to my humble abode. It's covered wall to wall with paper.
Yeah, you open the door, and it does look a bit like a crazy person's house. There's papers everywhere, all of them with like writing or scribbling or runes on them.
The moon, I haven't seen outside for a few days. What are you talking about? I tried to look at it.
You go out there, the moon is pastel pink.
Uh, that yeah, that does seem a little bit odd. Has it been like that for a while?
It's the first night you're noticing it, Aiden. I'll say there's another group of like 10 or so people that are just leaving the House of Knowledge, walking by,
Yeah,
just
no.
talking like everything's normal.
This is the first time I see it too. Although it doesn't seem like a big problem just from the color. Maybe someone is having a little fun with some magic. Uh, maybe not.
Someone someone walks by. Why are you two staring at the saloon so intensely? You
Why?
studying it of some sort?
Uh, if you were to look at the moon right now and describe its color, what would you say this looks like, friend?
Pink like it has always been.
As it's always been?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Has it always been pink? Bean?
Saloon for y'all, to y'all's memories, Saloon has always looked like Earthsman, like for color,
Okay.
Not
like an
cricket-wise.
off-white.
I just snap my fingers in front of his eyes. Is that so? I try like to to pass one finger to the other side like that just to see if he follows it.
He follows your finger. Uh,
I'm
Meave,
just
you walk
trying
out of the
to.
House of Knowledge at this point, and you see your friends talking to someone in Vince's doorway.
I walk up. Hello.
Oh wow, this is a fucking weird coincidence. Hello, me.
I sent a letter to Lady Silverhands, asking for her spelljammer.
Oh, did you just send it, or have they already sent you a response?
I sent it.
It's been a couple days ago.
Yeah, I sent it a couple days ago. I probably would have mentioned it, but Aiden's here, so I thought I'd say it again.
Well, let's hope for a good response. Yes.
Yes. Probably should
Also,
have let
if
you
you look,
proofread it first, though. But too late now.
if you look at the moon right now, me, what color do you see it? Can you see colors?
Can Meave see colors?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay.
He can discern colors. Whether colors look the same to him as they do to us, we don't know. But he can discern different colors, and he
I
would have
guess
the same name for the same color.
the moon today is very questionable. Yes, exactly.
I look at Saloon. It's like, that's weird. It doesn't
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
do
Okay,
that,
it
right?
is abnormal to you.
No, it doesn't.
Because I wouldn't know. I've been underground for 5 years, so
It seems like most of the people don't find anything weird with it. Maybe I'll just pull back the clothes. Look at the mark on the hand. Maybe it has something to do with this.
I did have someone whispering at me the other day. That was weird.
Yeah, there's a few
Something
different
about
things that.
they know who killed Old Man Jenkins, but um, I don't know what an Old Man Jenkins is.
Never heard of it. Any Jennings either.
All right, bye, Aiden. Have
Um,
fun.
Like, does she even know where he is?
I don't know.
she'd know where his house is. Dylan didn't tell us if he's getting a house near y'all or if he's going somewhere else. But
No, he would have gotten a house near
y'all.
them.
Okay.
Imagine Beeve has
Yeah,
just
so
been
he's also in the
crashing
neighborhood.
at everyone's places.
Me's just been standing outside of the House of Knowledge, waiting for a return letter. Friedrich, you've Friedrich, you were at Umberto's house, and he has been telling you what little he knows about Ravenloft. Uh, which is not much, other than that, generally you don't go there on purpose. You get pulled there. But um, the only the only standing, the only permanent portal he knows about would be to the demiplane of Barovia. And it would be uh he'd also have heard about the one in the cave that you went and looked for.
Okay.
He knows that people he most like often again you were told this one as well, but unfortunately he doesn't have much more knowledge. Uh it's somewhat more frequent that people go missing or reappear from Barovia around Daggerford than anywhere else that he knows about. Um,
I had ventured there, but I could not find the mists.
there was someone that disappeared from where was it? What's El Terrell? Um, a group from Barovia came in, or from somewhere in Ravenloft, came in and killed one of the lords of El Terrell. And then when the guards went after him, they were disappeared to Barovia. But as you're finishing up the conversation, well, actually, do you have any questions for him outside of that?
So you don't know anyone else within your circle of scholars that would know a better way for me to reach Mordant?
I can ask some people, but not off the top of my head. Most most people that end up in Ravenloft from here don't make it back.
I see.
Uh, no offense to where you're from, but from what I know, Ravenloft is not a very good place.
There are places of evil, but Mordant has always been uh, decent.
Yeah, Morden is more ghost story than evil villain.
But if
Um,
you could ask, I would greatly appreciate it.
I I'll see what I can find out or who I can find for it. Um, it might take a bit. That's as I said, it's not a common area of research.
Well,
But I have some circles I can ask around in.
considering that I am here until something is found, so it's not really a time limit, so don't rush. Find out as much as you can. But I'm going to probably make my way home now. Maybe stop at a local tavern for a game or two of Gwent.
And say that I've heard of it.
Hold
Um,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Where is it? You want to play? I can teach you. I have an extra deck.
I'll say you were like making your way to the door, and you hear him say this, and as you turn around to ask him this, you see the open window over his shoulder, and through it you see saloon is now pastel pink.
Sort of like with an ear turned to wait for an answer. He looks up at the moon, and he just goes, "Is that a common occurrence here?"
The moon? I mean, yeah, the moon is there most nights. I mean, it has phases. As I'm sure you've just where you come from have a moon with phases.
Should, yeah.
I don't know that it has a moon, to be perfectly
Oh,
honest.
yeah, that's, yeah. Uh, hmm,
But I'd say you've been here 2 years. Actually, more than 2 years. It's like 2.5 years at this point. You're
Shellshell
familiar
lacks a
with the moon and
sun,
its
moon, or
phases.
even stars.
Yeah.
there is no moon where I am from, but I have been here long enough to become accustomed to it. Though I don't think I've ever seen it in that shade of pink before.
And it's the color it always is.
It's always pink.
Well, as far as I remember. I mean, there are eclipses occasionally, and it gets a deeper red to it then.
Strange.
You know, and of course it's not pink when it's a new saloon. So,
I remember it being
you should-
off-white.
doesn't sound familiar.
Are the
Are you
tears still
feeling
the
well?
same color?
The tears would be also. I mean, the tears are small. They're hard to make out a specific color on them, but I would say they'd have a pink hint to them as well.
Probably, yeah.
Perhaps I've been misremembering.
But perhaps your game another time.
Yeah, well, if you're ever interested, you can play.
Yeah.
And
Perhaps go get some sleep. You're my a little worried with your false memories.
maybe that's a good idea.
Uh, you go outside, and immediately a furry rabbit runs into you.
Just kind of gets like bumped, and he's like, "What? Oh, hello, Aiden."
Uh, yeah, he's right there. Says the man you were asking.
Yeah, I saw the moon. I was talking to what was his name again?
Eldon keyword.
Eldon. I was speaking to Eldon, trying to see if he knew any ways for me to reach my home. He said that the moon has always been this color, but I do not remember that.
And I'll say as y'all are talking, I'll go meet back up with the others, which is like a block away.
I don't really remember too much from when I was little, but it wasn't that color when we were passing by it on our way to crash.
And you would know enough from your colony's talks of space that natural satellites like that don't normally change colors. They're big rocks.
So then it seems my memory is not failing me if the rest of you remember it that way as well. Something strange is afoot.
You're all talking. You look back up. The saloon is off white again.
Did it go back?
Would appear so.
Wait. Hold on a second. This makes very little sense. Especially if just we saw it.
I mean, the others described it as the people you asked described it as pink. It wasn't you seeing it and seeing a different color because they described it as the color you were seeing. They just thought it was normal.
Meeves just kind of looks at the mode and
It's
then starts wandering off towards Castle Never.
it's off white, like always. Why? Okay. And they kind of hurry off, afraid that this was some setup for getting robbed. You'll see me begin to wander off without saying anything.
See you later, Meave. Bye.
Just as Meave leaves the 30-foot range, it's like, I'm gonna go talk to Mr. Never Embers.
Okay. Well, while I think that there might be something magical afoot here, there's also the possibility that our, connection, as I look to my hand again, to well, the whispered one, could be somehow fucking with us in some way or another. I would uh, search for it or study it in some degree, but I am behind a few requests, so I have work to do. I have no idea. Clairvoyance.
It allows you to. It's kind of like scrying.
But only within a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to be familiar with the place.
Oh yeah.
Right?
But it
But
could
me,
also mean that as long as we have it and we haven't used its power, it can see through us, so we don't know. Anything is possible right now with this guy.
I mean, it doesn't have to be familiar to you or an obvious location. So you can scry on the other side of a door and stuff like that, it says.
We're gonna scry on
Uh,
the moon.
I think the moon is further than a mile from you.
Damn it. Are you sure it's not just very small and very close to me?
It could be. Yeah, it's actually a Melf's minute moon. But yeah, Neve wanders off towards the castle. Friedrich goes and gets his drink that he was wanting and plays some Gwent. Uh, using clairvoyant, using one of the charges on for foyer of your house. Okay. Um. Yeah, you look through it and you can see your foyer. Um. Some evidence of the construction that's still ongoing for changes you wanted made. You can see Toto's ball there where you left it. Looks like your foyer. Um. hmm. You feel a prickling behind your eyes, kind of like that pins and needles feeling for when a limb goes to sleep. But you're not sure if it's actually there or if it's because you're focusing on. You can't tell. You're not positive it's real or if maybe you're putting it in your own head. And it's an eye framed on your hand. Um, I mean, it's still there. Nothing looks different about it. It has one less charge than it did before, but there's no visible sign of that. Um, Neve, you make it to the castle where the doors are currently closed because it is nighttime.
I knock.
Two guards would come and open the door. Yes. Oh, one of the uh one of the people that helped out in the graveyard. Um, what what can how can we be of service?
Something weird is happening with us. We just saw the moon be pink for a bit, and people were saying it was always pink, even though it's back to the way it now is, and people are saying it always was like this. Uh,
No, I'm pretty sure we would have been notified if Saloon had changed colors.
yes, but uh, people were saying it always been that way. Now it's always been this way. So it's like everyone's memory changed except for ours. And we think it's related to. Eve turns around and taps the back of their head. It's related to this thing. Also, I was hearing weird whispering about someone knowing who killed Old Man Jenkins, but when I found the person whose voice it was, they weren't whispering to me, so I don't know.
I mean, if you hear a whisper in your head, or you hear a whisper right behind you,
Just kind of slowly turned my head to like look behind me. Well, what do I hear?
it says, I bet this is Jonathan getting back at me for after falling asleep on guard duty.
Now I'm hearing someone say has to be about Jonathan getting back at me for falling asleep on guard duty. Like, I don't understand what's happening.
I, I don't know what that could possibly be about. Um, I don't know how we're supposed to help you with this. Um,
Does Mr. Never
do
Embers
you
know
wish for me to
anything?
go? Do you wish for me to go wake him?
Yes.
Okay.
A child would totally be like, I don't care, wake him up. I got a problem.
I will say it sounds more like something you should go research at the House of Knowledge or somewhere like that, but very well. And one of them will go off and wake up the Lord Protector.
The moon's being weird.
It's okay, me. You just go back to sleep. Um, a good like 10 minutes will pass, but you'll
Probably
be
he's arguing with the guards. Like, what the fuck does the mushroom want?
but eventually you will be let in. Um, uh, um, Neve, what am I supposed to do about you thinking the moon changed color?
It's not just me. It's the four of us. We all saw it be pink, and everyone was saying it always was pink, and now it's white, and people are saying it always was white. How can we have collective delusion?
Could be what the victims of some kind of illusion prank? I don't know.
That affected everyone?
Maybe they were in on it.
Everyone?
You asked everyone in the city?
Everyone nearby.
I I didn't notice anything about this. No one notified us. If you're the only ones that witnessed it, I don't imagine I'd be able to be of much help.
I got a bad feeling that this is related to the mark thing. Tap the back of my head.
One of your compatriots is a scholar of sorts, yes?
Yeah, he got a big hat.
Tell them to get him to put that big hat to use and see what he can find. I'm not an expert on magic.
Did he come out
Or
in
whatever.
his pajamas, like with a little hat?
No, he's in the full armor.
That's why it took
Oh
10
damn!
minutes.
Yeah.
Because he has to don it. Well, but
No, he has armor of dawning.
you're the Lord Protector, and this is scaring me, and you protect people.
He's
Aren't you a
protecting
protector
Eve.
of your circle? Protect yourself.
How do I protect myself from the moon being different?
Won't you get Vent to look into it? I don't know. I can have people look into it, but it won't be any faster than him doing it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Get people on it, please. I'll let you go back to sleep.
I'll have them start on it sometime tomorrow.
Thank you.
But again, they're not going to have much luck if there's no evidence of whatever you saw happening.
I mean, maybe there's precedent for something changing that people think was a different way, and wasn't, and then everyone else thinks it was the other way.
Elminster did speak of something called a Mandula effect.
Oh, okay. I'll see if Vent can look into that. Thank you, Mr. Neverember. Sleep well. Beef turns around and walks away.
Yes.
And goes to return to the group to tell Vent to look into the mandolin effect.
Vince asleep.
It's been a while.
All right, Meeple.
Insert I am not fast Baymax clip.
Yep. Who? I guess Meave would. Whose house is Meave staying at?
You could stay at Friedrich's if you want.
Yeah, Meave
You
will
can
stay
stay
at
at any
Friedrich's.
house.
Maybe we'll go to Friedrich's house and go stand in the corner and sing quietly as he rests.
If Friedrich's been using you as a white noise machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after that in the morning, first thing in the morning, Mewe's going to be outside Vent's door to tell him to look into the mandolin effect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mandela
what
effect.
a good rest opens the window and Meeves there.
Mr.
What the
Never,
fuck, Meave?
Mr. Neverember said you should look into the mandolin effect.
The what effect?
The mandolin effect.
I have no idea what you're talking
Something
about.
Elminster told him about.
Is this about the moon?
Yes.
Uh, what should I do, B? Can I look into it somehow?
He said that as like that's something Elminster said. That's not something that's no, that's not a thing you can definitely research about the moon. You can try to research about the mandolin
Yeah,
effect,
the instrument.
as you've said. But as far as you know, a mandolin is just an instrument.
I love playing a child. It's so much fun.
I'll see what I can do.
Would
Like when
anybody else be
Meave
looking
sees
into
their
this
first
stuff?
fire truck, Meave will say it's a firefuck, probably.
One head works too slowly. I'll summon my friend and I'll go. Look, let's read through these books and see if we can find anything in double speed, huh?
Yeah. If I must, what happened?
The
What are we
moon
looking
was
into?
pink, and Neverember, Mr. Neverember said to look into the mandolin effect.
I think the same Mandalorian effect.
Maybe it was the Manchun effect.
I mean, Neverember told me the wrong word anyways, so
The Mass Effect.
the Mass Effect.
I wonder if Saloon can run Doom.
We go back to Neverember's like, all right, we couldn't find anything on the Mass Effect.
Oh, I guess
But you could. There
we
was a
all
ship
could
that crashed.
Oh yeah, Faye has
we all
perfect
could go to
protection.
the House of Knowledge and see if we can find anything.
I can.
Yeah, would anyone would Friedrich be doing anything in relation to last night's events? Or is he just been drinking? And same with Aiden.
I think he's a bit right now. Or Kenku.
But
See,
Would you be doing anything in response to last night's events?
um, it's concerning, but it's not as concerning for him because I didn't end up saying it, but he was gonna say that he thought that it had something to do with magic, like in the sense of basically he was gonna say I had heard rumors that there's some sort of barrier over Waterdeep, perhaps the same as here, and is causing the tint to the moon. But since the lady turned around and said it's always been white, yeah, he'd go with the others. Also, Meave, you would have noticed in his house that little snow globe that he took from the crypt is just on the bedside table.
Every so often, Meave would have gone up and shook it, and then go back to the corner to keep being your white noise.
Yeah, it wouldn't have woken him up, but in the morning he probably would have been up before you, and even though he had just spent, the night sleeping, he would just be meditating.
You, as a Witcher, would definitely notice that the the globe has been moved from where it was the
Oh
night
yeah.
before.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, he would like look at it when he got up, and he's like, "It's been moved exactly 4 times." And then he would just very slowly push it back to where he initially put it.
All right, so Vent, give me an investigation check with help from your head, and
Dude,
either Friedrich or me give me an investigation check with help from the other.
19.
I will help Friedrich.
Let's
Meave is such a Meave is such a good helper.
He tells me what books
Nettie.
to grab, and I go grab books.
Yeah, no, the reason that Meave got you the nat 20 is because one of the books was too high for you to reach. So Meave had to get it down for you.
Yeah, even going on tippy toes wasn't cutting it, and he's like, "Maeve, I need you to grab that one on the 5th row,
This one?
a little to the left."
This one?
No, the one with the blue spine.
Just grabs the entire row and takes it all down. Just pick
Grabs
the
the
one.
one he needs,
All
and
right,
then
puts the entire row back.
okay, wonderful.
Um, so for both of you, well, all three of you, I suppose, and we'll get to Aiden asking questions of Eldon in a minute. Um, you're not finding anything that is like precedent for the moon changing color, but you do find that magic powerful enough to change something and also make people think that it hasn't been that way is very powerful magic. Like something that not even a powerful spellcaster could do by themselves. It would be beyond the capabilities of ninth circle magic to be something of that extent. Um, I'll say that with the natural 20, um, Friedrich, you'd also like talk to some of the other people that are in and out of the House of Knowledge, and you're pretty certain that you are the only four that notice the events that happened. Um, on the nat 20, I will say the pink that the moon became was not dissimilar from the color of pink that the crystals were in your vision and in Vince streams. Um, you would also hear talk about from all of you would also overhear talk from some of the mages within the House of Knowledge that apparently necromantic spells and necromancers are being empowered. Like their magic is heightened of late, like over the last couple Tende, as far as they know across the Sword Coast. Uh, the only other thing you'd find is again talk within the House of Knowledge more so than in the books. There's rumors that a bunch of wizards that were uh, part of the Avowed of Candlekeep went missing for several days, and when they returned, uh, they
They were
had
different.
very very bad memory issues. Like they can't. Most of them couldn't even remember who they were. I would say Vent, with your connection to magic, and you've reconnected here with. You've gotten somewhat familiar with the weave on Toril. Um, something just feels off about it.
With the whole fucking weave?
I mean, the weave that you can feel. You can't go around and feel the whole weave of the whole world,
Tarsus
but
did
just
Mm.
that
there
once
seems
and
to
it
be
did
like a
not end
pulling
well.
The
on it.
loco weave.
Yeah, like what you everywhere you go, um, it just feels like there's this slight pulling on the weave. You can feel this pulling.
Could this be related to the weave anchors around this area? If there is one. Do I even know about the weave anchors?
Do I even know about the weave vampires? One second.
Anchors, anchors.
Oh, weave
We
anchors.
Yes.
vampires. That sounds
That makes so much more
terrifying.
sense.
Magic vampire.
I mean, it would
No,
just
no
be
weave
that
vampires.
would
No.
be a shadow weave anchor. Would probably be a weave vampire. Um, no, so a weave anchor, you wouldn't know like specifically, but that idea to you would be something that strengthens the weave, not that's pulling on it away from you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? If something is because if it wasn't in the entire weave, then it would be something maybe related to Mister. But if it's just localized, then it could be something that's just messing with the area, right? Or maybe one of the weave anchors that exists in this place. I don't know how far each one of them go. I know there aren't that many, so they would go very far.
Yeah, I mean, so they anchor the weave on the planet. But and I mean, you have like the one under Thaymount does a much bigger area than a person.
Yeah,
But no, so it's you don't know if it's the local
it's not to
weave
that
or
extent.
the weave as a whole. You don't know how big of an area this is affecting
Okay,
because this is something that just happened. Like in the last day or two, you've been slowly realizing
and
this.
all things considered, it's a very small thing, right? It's just
Right,
change color for a little bit. We saw it, they didn't, and then it's done. It's over.
right. But I mean that pulling on the weave is still there. You're feeling it. But it's something that people that aren't super in tune with with magic, with arcane magic, wouldn't realize.
Okay.
Most people aren't 10th level wizards.
Yeah.
Like reasonably, if Morden Kanan was here, he would definitely feel it, and he'd probably be more in tune and know and feel more than you are. Elminster probably feels more than you are,
Could there be
but
maybe any relation between the dreams that I was having and maybe even the last vision that we saw to that?
make an Arcana check.
Not this time.
Nothing in the last vision stands out. I will say the first vision y'all had when you were sucked into the Shadowfell, um, was of who you assume to be the Whispered One, collecting the threads of secrets from all the rituals and pulling them in. That's the only pulling you can really link to it and things like that you've seen.
Could it be then that his connection to secrets and whatever else is just fucking with people's perceptions of reality or something like that?
It could be. You're not sure one way or the other.
Okay.
Oh shit! Night Avery.
Yeah,
Not
Avery.
Avery.
I'm stumped.
Yeah. So that was like just some. So that's on like a going through, blitzing through it, researching in a day. I'll
Mhm.
say, over the course of another 10 day or so, you'll spend some time researching outside of, like you're also working on your business.
Yes.
Um,
Do I get a response from Lady
however,
Silverhands?
within 2 10 day on sending regular mail via caravan. Let me. Not yet.
Okay. Beef checks the mail every day. Asks the post carrier whenever they come by. He's like, "Do you have a letter for me?"
I also imagine, like, instead of just asking the post carrier, you also just go back in the House of Knowledge and ask the receptionist, and she told you about the thing.
Yeah.
You haven't got the letter yet, have you?
Yeah.
You
Beef
know,
is.
me, it would give more credence to your letter if you were to send it as a missive from uh, Mr. Neverwinter himself.
But it's a little late now.
I mean, yeah, but there's still time. You have nowhere to go just quite yet.
I can't send a second letter from Mr. Neverembers and to ask for the same thing.
I don't think another letter would be, but for example, if you send another one at some point, maybe if he has his signature or his, I don't know, fucking stamp on it.
Maybe if she doesn't get back to me soon.
Yes. If they don't take it just seriously with the first one, but who knows?
I might have to go on a trip to water deep to deep water.
To deploy.
Deep
Yeah, that's
water.
what he wrote in the
Go
letter. Deep water.
You're the second character to call it Deepwater. Let's go.
Library lady here, double E at Neverwinter, 2 words, said she heard of a spelljacker
Dean,
at Deepwater.
I have a
Yeah.
question. Is
Yep.
this downtime going to take uh, about a month, give or take?
I'll say that it so far it's been 2 10 days, which there's 3 10 days in a month.
Okay.
However,
Because
go ahead.
it, if it takes 30 days, or even if it takes less, I'm going to continue doing this anyways. I'm casting a spell every day.
Okay.
Yes.
What spell?
Nestor's magic aura
On what?
on me.
To change it to what?
Uh, they would see me working on scrolls. Simple as.
I didn't know. Wait. Uh. So what do you mean? Because like it changes the aura around something, right?
Yeah, no, it's effectively when someone uses a divination spell on someone, it like gives them false information, right?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it
so
does do that as well. Yes.
so when someone were to, for example, scry or see what I'm doing, see where my whereabouts, they will see me in my funny little house working on scrolls
Okay.
by
So even
myself.
when you're off researching, it's showing them that.
Yeah, because it lasts the whole day, right? So
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
do this for
24 hours.
30 days, then it will last indefinitely until someone dispels it.
I thought it just changed your creature type or what type of aura it gives off.
Yeah, you
Is
change the
it?
aura. You can mask. The way the target appears, the spells and
Uh,
magical effects that detect the creature, such as a paladin divine sense or the triangular of a symbol spell.
yeah, so you can so basically, you could make it to where you appear as an undead, or that
Oh,
you give off an aura of illusion magic, for example.
I see
Um,
now.
yeah, it doesn't trick scrying, unfortunately.
Hmm.
That would be a really good second level spell if it did.
It would be. Damn it. Uh,
If
choose
you
a
make
creature
yourself
type
appear
and
as a
other spells and
beast.
magic effects. So I just changed the creature type. Is that all that means?
Yeah, so like if
Just the
something
way the
only
target affects
affects
the spells, the magical
angel
effects, the
celestials,
creature
it would
types.
affect you.
Wow.
Or you can make it give off a fake aura. Or you can make, say, one of your magic items appear non-magical.
Yeah, that would work.
Because you make it.
Can I make like me not show any magic whatsoever through it?
Make yourself
Yeah,
appear
so
as
that would work on.
non-magical.
You can make yourself appear non-magical, which would be if you have a spell on you, you'll still appear non-magical. It wouldn't affect like your magic items. Your magic items would still give off magic.
That
But
sounds
you
good enough for now.
Yeah. Yeah, like you could haste yourself and it would still look like you don't have magic on you.
Good. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay. So you get 20 of those castings off. Um, but then one day, well, one night, as you're sleeping, all of you once again have a shared vision. Only this time you can see each other as well.
Can we
You
hear and talk to each other? Or is this just I would like hold, not be able to move?
uh, I'll say you can't move. You might be able to talk, but let me give the description first
Okay.
so you know what to talk about. Um, you find yourselves in a place that looks like well, your vision has a door open, and it is the doors to each of your rooms. Before you are pulled through it and into where you are all now together in a staircase that is going up and down in every direction, branching off, splitting. Some spiral staircases, some staircases that you're upside down. That the people walking up them are upside down on. There's a landing over to your left that has a city of tents on it. It is so large. And as you take this in, you feel yourselves pulled very fast up the staircase, taking turns, down another staircase. You see a large blue genie in front of you for but a moment before you are pulled off again.
Robin?
and through another door, where you all appear in sitting on comfortable uh cushioned chairs around a table next to a fireplace. And there is a fifth figure there as well.
Is this the
Um
House of Hope?
Pulse of Hope.
That's from fucking Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's the hell one, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um very very like fancily decorated room. There is a fifth individual there with you. He looks
Is he
human
reciting
and
poetry?
bald. No.
Oh.
He looks human and bald, but there's something off about his appearance. Or not bald, no.
Is it
Fine.
his devilish mustache and fucking to call it the little pointed thing, little
Well,
pointed beard?
we're gonna just say he looks like Nicolas Cage.
All right.
Because that's the only picture I can find next to this name. Um. Well, I guess it's that time. The name is Simurg.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Simurg.
I will get the actual spelling. The name is Simurg, and four of you have quite an important job coming up. And you are able to respond and move.
Uh, excuse me. Sorry. You what?
Simurg, immortal of not letting the multiverse end.
Oh, it seems like a very important job.
Do you have dental?
Don't need it. Let's say for where you all are from, immortals are the deities here. So there are no deities here.
I am wildly confused.
Each
You
of you
simply
have
have what? Sorry.
wait,
Go
go
on.
ahead.
Go on.
For your being confused. Welcome to the crystal sphere of Mystara. But you won't be staying here long. I'm just here to I just pulled you here to fill you in before you go where the genie was actually sending you.
Genie.
I have a letter coming.
The letter will still go where it's supposed to go.
I addressed it to the House of Knowledge.
No, don't worry. Me, the odds for you. They don't really, go digging through other people's business for the most time.
Yes, plus, I have a feeling you'll still get your letter, just might take you a little bit longer. You have important work to do.
Yeah, you mentioned that important work. What is this about?
And where are we going?
Well,
And will we get paid?
oh, I'm sure saving the multiverse is plenty of payment in itself.
Well,
Be sure most of you keep your stuff there.
some people would pay to see it burn, actually. But I'm not on that business. Don't worry about that.
So I've picked up on so I've come to know about something that threatens the continued existence of the multiverse. Others, of course, have found hints of it as well, but they're too far behind. Um, Tell me, do any of you know of the god of Vecna?
Mr. Whispers.
Yeah, I imagine that Vent like shivers a little hearing the actual name.
More than I would like.
Well, he's working on a very powerful ritual of sorts. I'm sure you've noticed some of the effects of it already. Though you may have been the only ones.
Have you asked him
But he's out to.
not?
Let's suffice it to say immortals and deities can't interact.
Oh, clearly that's
There's
not the case. Fucking Vecna is trying to fuck shit up.
uh see, technically he's not trying to destroy the multiverse, so he's not breaking the ancient pacts. He's just trying to rewrite it to his own fitting.
No.
But I can't interfere. And neither can any of the other immortals.
And that's why we come in.
Yes, or at least partially. There are powerful individuals from some of the other spheres that are already trying to undo what damage has been done. But they don't realize that they're dealing with the power of a greater deity. And no offense, but mortal magic doesn't tend to work that great against divine magic.
He is very wrong, because mortal magic is to a degree divine. You see, there are a few different types, and Mystra is a god. I'll have you know, and we use her magic. So, kind of
Yeah,
divine in nature to a degree.
yeah, okay, so I'm using that's divine as in
I'm
the
telling
god's
that
magic.
to her.
But I will say that Meev, you once again notice that there is no song, divine song, great song, whatever you called it. We'll come up. I'll figure out what the actual thing we said was.
Philosphere's not here.
Vent,
I mean, she did
you do
say
not
that.
feel a connection to the weave. You do not feel a connection that feels like. You do not feel a connection that feels like Greyhawk's weave, even.
Can I try casting anything? Like prestidigitation?
You get a couple sparkles to come out of your fingertips.
Oh no. This place sucks. There's no magic here.
Oh, there's magic. You're just not acclimated to it.
Oh. I see.
But 3 powerful mortal mages are about to, or are in the process of, I guess would be more correct, trying to cast a greater magic version of a spell you might know as Wish. Trying to
Oh,
undo the damage.
is one of them a bald guy and the other one two ladies?
No, it's the three
Yes.
softies we saw in that vision.
Yeah.
Yes, Morden Kanan is there. Natasha and Illustrial.
Did you see Tasha?
Natasha, yes.
Are they supposed to be big deals?
Are they supposed to what?
Are they supposed to be big deals?
Tasha's scary,
Vit,
dude.
Vit looks impressed and scared at the same time, I think.
I don't know much about the third one, but those other two, yeah,
Yeah, I don't think that I'm all that familiar with any of them.
scary duo. And if the third one is to on par, but well, arcanely speaking, then that's a scary trio.
And they are in over their heads, to say the least. However, I have convinced the genie Nathus to redirect the wish to bring them something that can help. And that is where you come in. See, for some reason that I cannot figure out, you have been linked with Vecna in some way. And
Why
that
must we
means that
keep
if
calling him by his name? I gotta say, it's off-putting to say the least. He can't hear you,
I'm
right?
he can't hear me here.
Um,
Not before his ritual's done anyway. In the same way that I can't interfere with him, the deities of your spheres cannot interfere with Mystara.
I'll take your word for it.
That's why your friend there is a little off key in his song today.
Bill's fears got no song.
Yes. I'm redirecting you to be outside of where the the mages are performing their ritual. They'll likely question your arrival after their wish fails. You need to convince them that it didn't fail, and that it sent them you.
Wait, hold on a
Without a
second.
link.
Are you telling me that you stopped this spell that was gonna call someone else and put us in the place? And we're supposed to
No, no,
fool
no.
them?
Their wish is that they could stop Vecna.
Oh,
And I guess we're
They're
going to be the means of that.
the hubris of mortal archmages, thinking that they could combine their power to be strong enough to do that. Their wish was going to fail anyway. But with Nathis's help, it will redirect you there. And you can help.
If three powerful magic people can't do it, how are we supposed to do it?
You're linked to Vecna.
Unfortunately.
And that, I would say fortunately, though maybe not for you specifically, but without a link such as that, they are going to fail. As has already happened in several realities.
Like other crystal spheres?
Sure. Let's go with that.
The multiverse beyond the multiverse, oh god.
Right. Sounds like a tall order, but yeah.
Well, Grant, I am able to give you a couple things to help. First of all, and he waves his hand, you'll be able to at least communicate with those in the common tongue of any other spheres you might end up in.
We get the
Common,
isekai ability.
Universal common.
Yeah, but it still only works for common.
Yeah, that's why
But,
I
like,
changed
you
it
could-
to universal common.
She puts a little fish
Yeah.
inside of your ear.
Yeah.
As a little joke for you.
The babblefish.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is Babelfish Light. It only works on common.
No, damn it.
Yeah, the tongues version is coming in the next update, unfortunately.
Look,
Yeah,
just take
but,
a
I mean-
significant dip in monk and you'll be able to, regardless of where you are.
Dip. I'm already too high of level to get that high.
I- I don't think that's a dip.
That's your class at that point.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, like how Rebecca's dip into Warlock is still going.
Tomato, tomato.
Potato, potato.
And the other thing I can give you isn't so much help as it is helpful advice. I was able to mask your trip here, but that was because you were being brought here. And I'll be able to mask your trip to where you are going, because you are coming from here. But your other travels, Vecna will eventually find out that you are linked to him, if he doesn't already know.
I mean, I never used his thingy. Maybe he doesn't know?
If he's unaware, go for it. Take whatever power you can from him. But while you are working to defeat him, it would be unwise to keep using the same methods of travels for everywhere you need to go. He'll eventually catch on to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So try to find different ways of getting around if you can. Also, advice for helping convince the mages that you are where you should be. You already know their names, and you already know what they were casting a wish for.
Can we tell them the truth? That their wish did fail, but the powers that be decided that are interfering to give them a way of succeeding.
I would advise against that. Unless you want to start But, okay.
A
He would-
war in the
I'm try-
weave.
Well, uh, if they, yeah, I can't think of a way that he could say this without breaking the things that he's not allowed to say by the contract, or not the contract, the whatever the ancient pact is. I don't know Mystara lore good enough. Um, I would strongly recommend against it.
Recommend what?
He would recommend against telling them that you were sent by a Mystaran immortal.
Okay. Look, this is. Have we just? I turn to everybody else. Have we just been conscripted into fighting Vecna? Is that what's happening? As I'm looking to the two of you and the well, three of you.
That is what it would seem.
Well,
Yes,
at least into
it's-
assisting with the war, or assisting with fighting him, not necessarily fighting him yourselves.
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't think we will be able to at all.
I think he annihilated us.
Put you in a tomb.
Well, if it's help that you need, maybe we can help. But oh man, we have other things to attend to as well. I guess they're not as important, but then again, can we say no to this, or is this non-negotiable?
Sure, you can say no. Though, I wasn't able to find very many other people linked to him, so hope your
When you say
business
not
does
very
well for
many,
while you can.
do you mean there's any at all, or is there none other than us?
There are a few scattered around, though not quite as promising.
And they probably don't know each other like we do.
Yes, they are scattered. I picked you for because you already know how to work as a unit.
Absolute unit.
When we get them to believe us, do we? What do we do?
I guess that part's gonna depend on them at that point, isn't it?
Okay. So to
Oh yes.
all right, Vec, say your question again. I'm sorry.
I didn't answer the question.
When
Oh,
we convince them of what we need to, what do we do?
Look, I'll be honest with you. Most of why you're being sent there, I'm sure they'll come up with a good plan. But as I said, their magic was doomed to fail. If it would have gone to completion without intervention from the genie, all it would have done was alert Vecna. It would have failed all the same, but it would have alerted him. If you go there, you stop that from happening, and you can help with whatever they're doing. But
oh, fuck. Don't go
they
on.
cast powerful magic against him. In the same way I said that you wearing down the same methods of travel, especially magical travel, might alert him. They won't be able to do much against him without him knowing what's happening. And if he knows what's happening before it's time to take him on, think it goes without saying that that would go poorly.
So we need to convince them that we are the result of their wish, and we don't know what to do.
Well, we
I think
can
your
always
link will
blame on
go a long way.
the monkey's paw, right? You get what you wish for, but there's always a caveat to it.
And you, he looks at Vint.
Yo,
You
yes.
asked, you asked about a reward.
Oh, that was just jest.
Seeing as I doubt you have any intention of moving to Mistara, uh, sponsorship for immortality is probably off the table. However, I can create if you succeed, I'm sure there will be rewards from others, seeing as most people will probably be glad that the multiverse wasn't destroyed. Though they never seem to notice when I prevent it.
Is this like a thing that happens every once in a while for you?
Yes, there's a reason that there is a immortal specifically for this. Though this one
Okay.
is bad since we can't interfere. What I can offer you, besides whatever others will give you as a reward, is I can give each of you a demi-plane to whatever specification you want. That you will be yours forever.
That's a very nice reward. And I guess that if we manage to do it, I'll gladly accept it. But then again, uh, I think you might overestimate us at this point.
We'll see. Maybe you underestimate yourselves. But hey, it's not like there's much on the line anyway. Uh,
All of existence.
I mean, who is that? He says as if it was the point. But yeah, is there any other questions for Samurg?
Are they currently, concentrating on this spell? Are we just making them wait?
They were smart enough to know that it wasn't going to just take a regular wish. They created a ritual. They are currently casting that ritual.
I think it's funny to make a few of the strongest wizards that I know wait on me. That's interesting.
Yeah, but what if Tasha finds out you made her wait?
No. Let's fucking go already. Spooky witch lady.
Dylan, any questions?
You said that you will give us a demi-plane apiece that is ours in perpetuity.
Yeah, demi-plane means something much different to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what you're gonna ask.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, Dio, go ahead, say it.
No, what am I gonna ask? Tell me.
You ask for Barovia, aren't you?
No. No, as a matter of fact, it's not.
No, okay.
Much as I cannot go against deities, I am not going to go against the dark powers for you. I will not give you one of them, I will make one for you.
Make a
But
copy of Barovia. with
Would it
people.
would it be my own within the Shadowfell, or would it be elsewhere?
It's in the astral. Though, If you want it to be within the Shadowfell, I'll see what I can do.
He might be.
Mordant
Sorry,
has its problems, but I would like to create a place for my people where they can be safe and not have to worry about the whims of the Dark Powers. A place from which we could continue the good fight, but not have to worry about the negatives. Would that be within your purview?
Making the place? Certainly. Getting your people out of Mordant. Well, that would require the Dark Lords, the Dark Powers letting them go. And I have no control over that. That would be your own fight.
It's not
That's
as
the
though I haven't
DLC.
already signed up for it. Yeah! That's the DLC. But okay. That's all you would ask.
But I perhaps
Okay.
have one in the deep ethereal. I have always been fascinated by the protomateria that it's currently made of.
The deep ethereal.
Yes.
I can't guarantee that denizens of the deep ethereal won't make their way in. They're not hindered by borders very much.
Eh, you know, have to fight a few battles.
So, a demi-plane is a world that you would make to what we want. Could it involve a god?
Would it involve a deity? Is that what you asked?
Yeah. Basically, make like a true divine realm for this sphere.
Could they have a presence there? Sure. Yeah, so it worked for like you could bring a piece of him there to have the song there. You wouldn't be able to make it his divine realm.
Damn. Oh, Mike did capital it is.
Yeah. Deities and immortals are like
Oil and water.
oil and water, matter and antimatter. It's not good if they interfere with each other. It would be pushing it to have a presence of him there. But it would work.
All right. If this is the end of what you had to say, I believe we should have be going because there's a possibility that there's a very angry witch on the other side, and I do not want to be on the receiving end of her spells.
Yeah, I mean, the Archwitch. I mean, the
daughter of Baba
the witch queen, the daughter of Baba Yaga, the author of Demonomicon,
The author of
actual
God's
archfey.
Of everything.
a one of the archfey. It depends on which Tasha you meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, when in her time.
You have the demon queen. She's the mother of one of the evilest gods on Greyhawk. And she can time travel. So
Yeah, Beyond the Witchlight hasn't happened for her yet.
that's what you hope.
What are we getting ourselves into?
And with that, you are pulled back into the doorway.
There will be a
Through a
lot to
bunch of
tell
stairs.
Avery once she comes back. Next one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make sure Avery knows to watch the pod for the last hour.
Yeah.
Up to the genie again, who looks at you and smiles. before you are pulled away
Yeah,
in a
thanks.
different
Bye.
direction from where you came from. Through
Was
another
it
doorway.
was it
Oh,
the
go ahead.
genie's choice that got us, or was it the Simbergs?
So Submerg chose you,
Okay.
but that genie has power over wishes.
Okay.
It's just the
I
genie from Aladdin.
You know, at some point I'm gonna get ninth
Yeah,
level
that's why I
spells, and I'm
said
gonna
Robin
call
when we
you
saw
again.
him.
Yeah, and just he radiates power in a way that even if you've seen any of the 4 regular genies,
I mean, we did.
they
We
don't.
saw the water one.
You saw the water one.
Yeah, we saw married.
This is a noble genie.
There's a faint. You never had a friend like me in the
I
background.
never had a friend like me. This this is a genie that can cast wish
At
without any
will.
of the drawbacks. He can cast a wish for anything and can do none of the drawbacks.
No monkey's paw.
He controls the monkey. He is the monkey paw.
But still,
Before
it's
you're
fun.
pulled down more staircases and eventually through another door. We're opening up before you. You're on a city street. There's a door to a large building in front of you. There's doors all around you. And as you look, there's there'd be an Afridi walking down the street next to a monkey person. There's
Go
someone with
ahead, yourself.
angelic wings drinking at a cafe across the street. You look around, and the street is going uphill that way. And you look the other way. It's going uphill that way as well. And you look
Oh,
up at the sky where the city wraps around above you,
Oh, we're on Sigil.
yeah, real sigil.
and you see the top of a mountaintop resting right below the horizon of the city. And that's where I'll pick it up next time.
I guess this is our stop.
Fucking hell.
Yo.
Well, I hope we have a little bit of time to explore sigil.
No, because we were put right in front of the door that we need to go through. That's what he said.
Yeah. No, yeah, but I mean afterwards.
Afterwards, maybe. I mean, that might be a way we can use to get around the multiverse. Because Sigil has doors that literally go everywhere.
But we're gonna need more than one way.
Well, yeah, get a spelljammer for the circle. Barovia, we could get to Eberron that way.
Straight up lady shift to another when I get to the lava.
Yeah, use Dream of the Blue Veil, but only to a place that either any one of us are from, except for Eberron, or an item that we have is from.
Potentially that staircase, because since he said he was able to mask the journey, the staircase isn't eliminated.
We don't even know what that staircase is.
Yeah, but you know it goes places. I will say above board, that is the infinite staircase.
Ah.
Okay.
Infinite staircase.
But we're just at the end of it. What?
You're also in a city on top of an infinitely tall mountain.
No.
In fact, you could see the top right below the horizon.
If we go to the edge, it's an infinite way to the ground, but also you can see the ground.
And so we appear before the 3 of them. It's not them. It's actually Vecna. You're all level 20 now. You get 1 legendary item. Begin the fight.
The Book of Good. Actually, no, I'm neutral. Damn it! I can't do it.
Yeah, but it won't kill you.
It won't kill me. Yeah.
Oh, I have to wait. Midnight won't cut it.
What?
The game doesn't drop at midnight. I have to wait until tomorrow at like noon.
Midday, yeah.